Hello, everybody, and welcome to Empires of Arcadia. How are the four of you doing today?
I'm good. Tired, but good.
I know, it's like 2 a.m. for you, you monster.
Yep. 3 hours
What
sleep.
about...
Let's go.
Well, that's good. That's good. You should be in a good place when your character possibly dies. How about you, Trump? How you doing?
I'm energized. I'm ready to save the world of Arcadia.
Excellent. Excellent. What about you, Steven?
Wait, hold on. We're saving the world? I thought we were just building empires.
I'm with that. I don't want to save the world either.
Because we might not be saving the world here, Trump. We might already have some PvP lined up. Oh, I'm excited for this one.
And what about you, Devin? Now
Hi.
you're talking to other
Everything's great right now. Just a couple of technical difficulties. Just one sec.
The goblins are having problems.
What else is new?
So, welcome to Empires of Arcadia. This is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign taking place on the island of Arcadia. It is a jungle-covered island with tall mountains, immense rainstorms, morning fog that kind of covers everything until about noon, really reducing visibility. Lots of monsters, including trollaroos, various different sorts of dinosaurs, jungle worms, mountain giants. What other weird things have I created? Electric eel hounds. We have coming up here. We've got OZs, we've got swarms of piranhas, we have blink tigers and phase spiders. So while you're all quite attached to your characters, do understand that at any point in this campaign, one of your characters may die and you'll just have to make a new one. Luckily, with the structure of this campaign, it'll be really easy to bring in your replacements. So without further ado, why don't we go around the table and introduce some characters and get to know our people. And let's start with Trump. Who are you and who are you playing?
Got me right as I finished eating a grape. Okay. My name is Trump. I am mostly a Hearthstone streamer, and today I'm going to, for the entire campaign, I'm going to be playing the monk Zai.
Who is Zai? Tell me about him.
Zai is one of the older people of this village town. He's around 50, and he has been defending this town for a good 3 decades now. So he is happy to do whatever he can for it.
Excellent.
And he's got some white hair. He's got humble belongings, but one thing he always enjoys is his usual daily tea, or not even daily, multiple times a day tea.
Excellent. And what about you, Devin? Who are you and who are you playing today?
Hello. Okay. Grub is Grub. Have to find out in game. That's Grub.
That's Grub?
Yeah, Grub's in character most of the time. So I have to figure out what I'm Devin. I don't know anything about Grub. I can say that Grub appears as the first appearance of Grub is as a very small house cat.
Okay. Can I spoil at least your race and class and that sort of thing, or you want me to keep that a secret?
I
know you can't talk about it because you got to be in character.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can tell them whatever you want. But,
all right. Well, Grub is our goblin druid over here. He's cute. He's adorable. In his former life, he was a gardener before he came in to be one of the rangers of Yaka.
Grub's just Grub.
Grub is Grub.
Yeah.
Grub is Grub.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, we have Zizaran. Zizaran, who are you and who are you playing today?
I'm playing Eidolon. It's a slightly power-hungry sorcerer that we don't really know much about yet. And he really, really wants followers. He wants to build something big.
Man with a mission.
Man with a mission.
Thirst for power. I love it.
Yep.
And last but not least, Destiny. Who are you and who are you playing today?
My character is called Vaughn. Apparently, you've got 20 other people in your campaigns with characters called Vaughn. I don't know why it's such a popular name. But yeah, my character, so apparently in this world, there are classes of people. My character is part of the Guardian class that protects the city from large monsters. Vaughn, in particular, was very good at coordinating groups of people. He wasn't necessarily the strongest fighter, but he was good at figuring out what different people needed and bringing people together to kind of like coordinate activities surrounding like the defense of a city. So for instance, if a monster is killed, that's only the first part of a city defense. You need to rebuild defenses, you need to scavenge parts from the monster, and you need to bring a lot of people together to do that. And Vaughn excelled at those types of things.
Excellent. Ziz, if you don't mind taking us to show the artwork that's going to be on stream right now. This is the town that you will be working out of. This is Yaka. It is the greatest city in Arcadia. There are a couple of other strongholds scattered about, but they are all inferior to the Great Pyramid of Yaka. You've got a population of a whopping 3,000 people within the walls of this place. Everywhere else, outside of the cities, you might have tribes of 5 to 10, maybe even 30 people living together, but that's the utmost. So Yaka is the massive city, defended by these large walls with spikes on them. There are monsters constantly attacking the town, and people there are constantly having to defend them. There's a very narrow social structure built into this with all these different hierarchies, and our players are going to be the one hierarchy to the side, the Rangers. It is your job to go out and sort of do the bidding of the town in the distance. You're not the people who gather food or defend the walls anymore. You're not the people who do the gardening or the caretaking or the building or the smithing. You're none of those folks. You are the elite. You are the Rangers of Yaka. You will be heading out all over Arcadia for various things that we'll get to eventually. You're one of a special class. Now, within that special class, you guys are sort of the rookies, sort of the new people that have been brought in. There's maybe 4 or 5 at a time, different groups of Rangers that function all in groups of 4, because once you hit like 5 people, you start getting disadvantage on your stealth check, so they mechanically stay at 4 people. So you stick as a group of 4 or fewer as you go about and do your things. And when we come into our story, you guys are waiting around for your next mission. There is a meeting of the council going on in one of the rooms within the pyramid. You guys are standing on the outside, having been called to a mission. Your first real big one that is more than just kind of exploring the nearby area around you. And why don't we hop into game while you guys are waiting in the corridor, your newly formed group. And what is the conversation happening in the corridor? Malixia?
Grub is a small house cat sitting on Idealon's shoulder.
Hello, everybody.
Wow.
Wait,
hello.
who just talked? Was that Zizaran?
That was indeed Eidolon.
I'm watching. Hey,
A pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I am Azai.
Very nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet the both of you. My name is Vaughn.
Did you invent that name yourself?
No, I imagine my parents invented it when they gave it to me.
Very good.
Excellent. So you're standing outside the council room doors, kind of overhearing the mumblings going on, when the door opens and one of the counselors comes out. This is the cleric, the cleric that attends to the council. And the cleric brings you in and sort of stands you in front of the council members, sitting in this large stone room inside of the ziggurat that is the center of Yaka. And they stand around and they're going to tell you a tale. You see, Yaka is not the only town here. There are others, as we were mentioning before. This one right here that you're going to see in the center of the screen is Yaka. And there's this other town way down over here called Yuma. You guys can't see the map intentionally. You actually get to see the map for now, and we will take it away from you for later. This over here, right in front of you, is Yuma. It is a smaller, lesser city in pretty much every capacity. But you have been visited by a couple emissaries of Yuma. It seems that they have been having a problem for some time. A small green dragon, decades ago, kind of took up in the mountains near Yuma and has been slowly getting stronger. And it's been something they've been able to keep at bay for a long time, decades, really. But the dragon is finally getting to the point where they're having trouble keeping it at bay. And they're not people of Yaka. They don't really have the capacity to go and hunt down a dragon. And these people that have come here have come to the Council of Yaka to ask for something unheard of in this area. They would like to form an alliance between Yuma and Yaka. Sort of. What they really want is your help. And they're willing to make a group alliance and work together if Yaka will come and help rebuild parts of their city that have been destroyed and slay the green dragon. Now, you guys are not the first candidates for this. There is the alpha team of rangers, the prime rangers, the like level 7 or 8 rangers that are currently out on another mission and haven't come back yet. And so this one is going to fall to you guys. It is going to be your job to bring a cleric and some builders and some craftsmen back to Yuma by way of river, and then go find and kill the green dragon that has been bothering them. Now, when I say this, I want you players to understand that this green dragon is like a CR 6 or 7 creature, and you're only 3rd level. So this dragon is going to be a difficult battle. This is not like some small little thing that we're doing. This is like, we're going to put you in a boss battle within the first 3 or 4 sessions, and it's going to be a hard one. I kind of expect a few of you to die at it. So I just want you to all be mentally prepared for the trials to come.
So we will raise an army.
Well, you can't really raise much of an army around here. Unfortunately. It's going to be a problem. It's going to have to be the 4 of you. And you're going to have to escort these people down the river, and then you're going to have to go kill the dragon, and then you're going to have to come back.
The house cat like tumbles off of the shoulder, and suddenly it's like this little green creature that's sitting there, and stringy hair and all messed. Ah, what dragon? What's this dragon? What? You didn't say no dragon.
Now, Grub,
Ah?
you wanted to be a ranger instead of a gardener, right? Do you want to go back to pulling weeds and tending to chickens? Or did you want to join the elite ranks?
What in the ranks? Tell me about the ranks. What ranks? How many ranks?
5 ranks.
5 ranks?
5 ranks.
Whoa. What's it? 5th rank?
5th rank, super ultra elite diamond guardian ranger.
Oh, only kill 1 dragon?
No. You'll get there eventually. That'll just get you to rank 2.
What's rank 2?
Rank 2 is super grub.
No.
Super grub.
He wanders off, mumbling to the wall.
For since this is an empire building adventure, when we're getting these missions as rangers, is it understood that it has to be just the 4 of us, or are we allowed to try to draw in others for this, or is that kind of discouraged?
If you can draw in others, that might work, but I think generally you're going to find other people are going to be less effective, because once you get 5 people in a party, you're going to have disadvantage on stealth and perception stealth checks moving through the jungle. So you're more likely to be attacked and ambushed by other bigger creatures. And most people kind of suck. There are a few other worthy folks that could be good fighters, but they tend to be guardians who are here like to watch the town and keep the town safe. And you're this special function of like doing things outside of the town. So maybe if you find some like allies in the jungle who want to help you, then you could get some assistance. But the townsfolk, like, you are the resources that can be spared for these missions.
So realistically, we're never roping in like extra guardians or something to come and do these. Okay.
It's always going to be the 4 of you, unless you can, find some help in the jungle somewhere.
Okay. How far is Yuma from Yaka, from where we are now?
It's going to be a 3-day journey down the river. Now, the rivers here are dangerous. And the only reason that you should go down the river at this point in time is if you need to transport a lot of people quickly, which you'll need to be doing because you're going to have builders and craftsmen and a couple of guardians and a cleric and some other stuff. So you need to bring kind of like a whole posse down the river with you, which is going to be a tough journey because the rivers are covered with lizard folk, giant crocodiles, piranha swarms, electric eel hounds, giant octopus, all sorts of monsters. It's going to be a tough battle down the river.
Oof. When we talk cleric, do we mean the social class cleric or an actual cleric? Are they the same?
They are both social class and mechanical clerics. There is a small group of clerics that hold a special place sort of at the top of Yaka society, which is why none of you could be clerics because all the clerics are already pulled to this one special class. All right.
Well, it seems like we don't have any options besides which direction is this river? When you showed the map earlier, I couldn't see it.
Oh, it didn't load?
Anyone else? Yeah. It was just
sometimes the dynamic lighting gets a little funky. Can you see it now?
Yeah. So we are where?
I will ping it for you again. You're sort of the one in the middle, the slightly golden looking hex.
In the middle left?
One.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
This one?
And we're
That's
heading
you guys.
southeast?
You're going to head down the river, yeah. You're going to head this way. Over here to Yuma.
Gotcha.
Like that. And it's going to be about a 3-day journey, really like a 2.5-day journey down the river by canoe. Going up the river is probably like I think a 7 or 8 day journey because you have to go against the flow of the river. Mm-hmm. So walk down in your canoes and then or row down in your canoes and then probably walk back might be a faster route. Or you can canoe back, whatever you want. We'll get to that point in a few sessions if you survive.
When we say canoe, is this like a Koibu canoe or is this like an actual, like a pretty small canoe? Because it seems really scary to do that in a river with octopus and shit, if that's what you're
fairly large canoe, about I think there's 18 feet long or something. They can fit 4 people. So you will have one canoe for the 4 of you, and then there'll be a few canoes behind you carrying the other people. But you guys are the advanced scout to draw any of the ire that might be found by the river creatures.
Gotcha.
We're talking to someone in game about this, right?
Yes. Well, we're sort of switching between in game and out of game, but yes, there is a cleric and the other members of the council here. We'll get to who the counselors are another time.
Hey, how many greenies? How many greenies in the river?
All of them.
How many?
All of them.
No need to know number, otherwise grub no grub.
5. 5 greenies.
Okay, 5 greenie, easy. You guys, we 4 greenie, only 5 greenie, 1 outnumber. We need more gobos. What we can do. Yeah.
Very good.
Easy. So we here's what we do. We talk to tree, and we get tree help. We get some trees, and the trees help. I know how to do it. Grub show.
Does anyone understand what he's saying?
Not much. This seems like an exceptionally dangerous journey.
It is.
This sort of alliance would be unprecedented between tribes.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say unprecedented? Are we supposed to be like really primitive? Or
the technological level is quite primitive, but linguistically you can say whatever you want.
Okay. Are we allowed to read here, or do we not know how to read?
No, there's no writing. Paper rots too quickly. No one needs it.
Okay, but we can say words. Okay. The journey is very dangerous. This sort of alliance is unprecedented.
How many presses?
No presses. This would be the very first press, actually.
Oh.
And an incredibly dangerous journey with no reliable guides.
That's true.
Yeah, only for 1 super grub rank? Doesn't seem worth it. We should ask for more gold.
What do we stand to gain for this alliance?
Yeah. Tell us
what do we get?
Yeah.
What you gain from this alliance? No one's told you that yet. You can ask the people, the cleric.
Oh yeah, I'm talking in.
Oh, you're talking to cleric?
Yeah. Where's the gold?
The cleric kind of double checks to make sure the other people have left the room and says, the goal is that we will unite all of Arcadia together. We will bring Yuma, and then we will bring Outlast. We will bring every single town under the rule of a central power of Yaka, and we will govern Arcadia.
Not the gold, the gold. Coins. I want coins. How many coins?
Your standard pay. I actually have to go do something. Someone's at the front door. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
All right.
Wait, they have front doors and stuff in this world?
Nice.
Of course.
Wait, realistically, this seems like a really why would we ever do this?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wait, because this is it's a huge journey to a place that can't even defend itself without any help for
Against
no
a green
pay. I mean, you're
dragon.
clamoring for gold, but realistically, it's not like you can buy anything in this fucked up world. To fight a dragon that what? Wait, what? Yeah, I know, but I'm saying what the fuck? This seems like a horrible idea. I don't know I would ever do this. I feel like I would say
we could roleplay around that. We should ask him. We should make it better. We should I
I'm-
agree with you.
Yeah,
I'm
we've got to drive the reward up like crazy because we're taking resources away from our individual civilization, that already can't afford it, right? Where everybody's on their own to go and do this incredibly risky. It's not like these people are a benefit to us. They need our help just to exist because they're going to die to this dragon anyway.
The only thing I see that would be really nice is if we save them from the dragon, the entire town follows us. We become their leader, and then we take this town as well. We need to
but
start
the
somewhere.
problem is we can't bring them all back to us, right? Because I assume we can't just support another civilization, and half of them would probably die in the journey or more. We would need an immense troop to move these people, right? Because Koibu would probably make the journey take 12 days. He says it's 7 days back by canoe, so we'd have to go by land. People would. This seems like a disaster. This is like some Trail of Tears shit. Like, this is not. This doesn't seem like a good.
Especially with your stats, you're gonna be the first to die.
Well, also,
that is not gonna happen. Okay.
Also, what is this shit that's like, oh, we're gonna die in two episodes?
Okay, shoot. Okay, come on. Watch out.
Sorry about that.
You should be.
Okay. Well, my pizza's here now, so it's all good. So, you guys ready?
Okay. Can you explain again? Who are we talking to? Who is presenting us with this task?
You are talking to one of the members of the council, specifically the cleric.
A council of Yaka or Yuma?
Yaka.
Yaka. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. The cleric. He's an elderly gentleman named Didgeridoo.
Okay. All right. I'm talking to him. What did you say his name was? Didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo.
Grub is standing next to Vaughn, just like he's kind of stomping. Grub's kind of stomping up and down.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Didgeridoo, correct?
Yes.
Didgeridoo. We already have an incredibly limited budget for resources. You want us to take a 3-day cruise down the river to a town that can't even defend itself to slay, hopefully, one green dragon in the hopes of gaining what? This seems like a suicide mission, and even if we free this town,
stinking rank.
You should clear your mind. This is no suicide mission. We're doing it for the glory of Yaka.
Hey, you're old man. Old man, what your name?
Zai.
Didgeridoo.
You live long time. No, not you. You. Monkey man. You want to live longer? No fight dragons. You listen to Grub. Dragon bad.
Ultimately, if we wish for our civilization to survive the test of time, we will need to form alliances.
You see,
he is wise.
Dragon big green, me little green, and look how scary I am. And you get big green, even scarier.
Don't be a coward now, Grub. No one likes a coward.
Goblin.
Look, it's been 1,500 years since the storms came and the mountains rose, and Arcadia was transformed from a peaceful pastoral land to this jungle you see about you. You may not remember your history, young man, but I certainly remember the old tales. In that time, in those 1,500 years, cities have come and cities have gone. Empires have risen and fallen. As the other old man said, if we do not secure our future, we will eventually fade into the dust. We are looking way down the road here, and it's important for our survival, our ability to thrive, that we band together with the others and bring Arcadia under our heel for once and all.
Grub is chasing a fly around the room about halfway through.
He taps his foot, looking at the goblin, shaking his head. He's so much trouble, but he's so damn talented.
Oh, you call Grub is a girl.
I couldn't even tell. That's how damn talented she is.
This is how being seen as racist. Goblins' lives matter.
Wanders off, mumbling into the corner. Starts digging through trash.
Now, if this is too dangerous, you can all go back to being guardians and gardeners, if you'd like. We can wait for the B team to come, and they'll take care of it.
B team? What B team? Like, how many bees do they have? Are they flying bees? Can they shoot bees?
They're walking bees.
Walking bees?
Walking bees. Man-sized walking bees. A whole team of them.
Why don't we just have the bees do it? We don't fight dragon.
I think we should.
Sure, you can go back to being a gardener then. It'll be fine. We'll have somebody else take care of it. We understand that you're too afraid. We should go assess
the situation closer.
Why you say? You think so? Why do you think so, wizard?
Chicken?
Maybe we'll be able to set up a trap and kill the dragon.
No, chicken. Wait. No. Grub not chicken. Let's do it. I agree.
I look towards Vaughn. Vaughn, you are not also a clucking animal now, are you?
I don't think being wise about a dangerous situation makes one a clucking animal, but I suppose if it must be done, we ought to be the ones to do it.
Yeah.
It is settled then.
Is it settled?
It is settled.
It is settled.
We try, then we fail, we send the bees. Let's go.
Good. If you need any supplies, one of the builders outside will be happy to fetch anything that you need for your mission.
Hey, one more thing.
Yes?
I want this. Grub want this. Holds up like a piece of trash that's clearly worth nothing. That has to come with the deal.
Okay, but if you're going to take that banana leaf, I need you to do your best job.
Yeah, very best. Yeah, whatever. Just let me have.
Fine. But
Yeah.
you're getting a good deal this time, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good. Now that that's all settled, do prepare for your mission. You will leave in the morning. The boats are being prepared.
Grub prepares by hiding in a trash can the entire night.
That's going to be difficult since there are no trash cans.
Where they put trash. That's where Grub is.
I mean, it's all like biodegradable, compostable trash, right? Because it's all just wood and bananas, basically. So you just like chuck it on the ground. Yeah, everything's made out of wood and bananas.
Is it a trash heap on the ground then?
It's just the trash heap on the ground. Yeah, in this big pyramidal base that you have, the city of Yaka, everyone has a strict social class that they are born into, they spend their whole lives in, and then they die in, unless they are exceptionally talented and can end up as a ranger or a cleric. So if you are a builder, all you do is build. And, you gather stuff, you move stuff. You're sort of the laborers, and you just labor. You owe the city of Yaka a certain amount of labor every day. And after that, you kind of do whatever you want. And you get from the city of Yaka a certain amount of things that you need every day. And then beyond that, you have to fend for yourself on whatever you need. So there's sort of like you fulfill this role for the society and this role only. It's very class driven. But you also lack any other sort of like necessary economy. There's no gold trade. There's no trade with any currency. You just get the supplies that the city says that you need, and that's it. And then you do exactly what your role is supposed to be.
One sec, sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. But hey, that's how they survive in the jungle. So what do you guys need, aside from what's already on your character sheets, for your first mission down the river to Yuma?
I think I'm good. Food to survive? I think I'm good.
That's provided. Do we have a rope?
Yes, you can get as much rope as you need. You can get rations if you need, but the jungle is plentiful. And if you just walk around within the jungle, you're all good enough at survival to fend for yourself in terms of food. If you're traveling really, really quickly and like only staying in the river or trying to force march, you might need rations. But if you travel at a reasonable pace, you can feed yourself off the jungles all year round.
Should we get a bear trap?
No. One of the many problems with Yaka is the lack of metallurgy. The dwarves are excellent miners and they have access to excellent ores. But out here in the jungle, you're pretty much stuck with stone tools and like what little forging your people can do to like make repairs. For example, Vaughn has this ancient breastplate. It's been within the city walls of Yaka for hundreds of years, and it's constantly being repaired and handed down from one ranger to the next. So you guys can repair that sort of like straight metal sheets, but you couldn't craft it from scratch. The skill of the smiths just isn't there yet.
What's
the population of Yuma?
Like 700.
Like 700 people.
Pretty
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
About how long have we been rangers?
Fairly recently. You could all have come in at different points, but no more than a year or two.
Okay.
But we can make our own our own traps from scratch, right?
Sure, depending on what you're looking for
Very
and how
simple.
reasonable it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I want a shovel. Can I have
You
a
can
shovel?
get a shovel.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Add a
And
shovel to your character sheet.
and like a small hammer.
So
Totally.
we've discovered like fire, right? We have like flint and
You have
something.
fire. Yeah.
So as long as we have lots of rope, somebody has the rope. Can I get a confirmation? Yes.
I have hempen rope.
You have how much rope do you have?
10? Well, no, 1, it says 10 weight.
What does that mean? Is that 10 feet or 50 feet or 100 feet or?
It's
So-
50 feet of rope that weighs 10 pounds.
Okay. Do we all have rope? I have rope. Yes.
I don't, but I mean, we can put it on the boat if we want.
Okay. If we have to do something like climbing a mountain or scaling something or using rope to attach us to something, you're going to be cut off from the party if you don't have the ability to do this, right? So that's the only reason I'm checking.
Oh yeah, it's a river.
Well, now it's a river, but who knows what it'll be later.
It's not like the river will suddenly turn into a mountain.
D&D, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Hey, how
anything.
far is the river from? How far is the river from the town?
You can see it on the right
It's
next
on
to
the
it.
same
Right next to
hex. So, within less than 2.5 miles.
Yeah, I've played Civ before. You build towns near rivers. Makes sense.
Okay. Does everybody have like some sort of like ranged weapon, I guess? Or some way to attack people at range without having to use spell slots?
I would like crossbow.
Yeah, do you? You do, Zizaran?
Yeah.
And then Trump and Devin?
No.
Trump doesn't, and Devin?
What?
Do you have a way to attack people at range with the cantrip without having to use a spell slot, or no?
Don't worry about Grub. Grub is Grub.
All right. Okay.
This has usually not been a concern for me, but you are right. Perhaps I should pick up a simple bow.
Sure. You can easily get a simple bow, a short bow or a long bow, your choice. You're human, you can wield either. If you want to be wielding a bow, then while you're in a boat, you'll have to make dex checks to avoid, falling out of the boat while you stand up, because you can't sit and use a bow. Ziz is the only person with a crossbow, because, again, crossbows need dwarven smithing to make, and there was one lying around, and so Ziz got to keep it.
Okay.
All right.
And then for rations, have we decided these are not an issue right now? We're not worried about these, or?
You shouldn't be worried about them, but if you want to take them, you can have as many rations as you can carry.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, I think we should be good to go.
All right. The party can spend one more night here in town before heading out the next day. And this is a time to get to know our characters a little bit. So let's start with Grub, because I can't get enough of you yet. What do you do when you're not on duty, Grub?
Oh, Grub does many things. Grub's so glad that is asked from Grub. Grub tell you all the things that Grub does. Sometimes Grub argues with Tree because trees have really dumb opinion, and Grub say, Tree. Sometimes Grub argue with Tree because Tree is very shady. And sometimes
Certainly.
sometimes Grub find trash, and then Grub keep trash. But Grub sometimes can speak to Tree, and Grub sometimes can speak to Animal. In fact, Grub speak to Bird now. Hey, Bird.
Yeah.
How many greenies you see on water? How many greenies? One greenie?
All green. One big green.
Oh, yeah, but the ones that look, the ones like me, but not me. Little. They like
Tadpole.
Yeah, how many?
1,000 million.
Holy shit. Okay, I tell other way they go back. Guy, there's 1,000 million greenies over there. The birds say so. I talked to them.
And what, may I ask, is a greenie?
Like me, but kind of like me, but not friendly. Kind of like Grub, but not Grub. Not a nice Grub. Mean Grub.
That is a lot of enemies.
The bird understood you.
Talk to Bird all the time. Bird respond. Talk to Tree. Tree respond. Plant respond. Grub talk to Tree. Talk to Plant. Talk to Stone. If you put Stick down, talk to Stick too.
I think we'll note this for our journey.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can do anything about it right now.
Okay, that seems like a lot of guys.
Are you sure you are not confusing greenies with... I pick up a leaf and I show it to him.
No, not that. Now see. Okay, Grub explain battle tactics for Gobbo. If you have more Gobbo, win. Less Gobbo, lose. So they have more Gobbo, they maybe win.
That's right.
A good thing we have you around, because you will be a friend to the other gobbos.
Grub friend?
Grub befriend other gobbo.
Grub your friend?
With time, we will become friends.
That could be a long time. Grub wants friend now. Wanders away. Finds a centipede and chases it.
I will be your friend, Grub.
Oh? Grub, you be Grub friend?
Very good friends.
Very good, friend. Grub has friend.
Grub goes over to Eidolon.
Very good.
Of Grub's friend Eidolon. Eidolon, what do you do when you're not busy and working and ranging?
I meditate and I contemplate on how to get more people to follow our cause and follow me into battle.
Do you have like a slogan or a catchphrase yet to draw people to you?
Not yet. We're working on that.
Still in development. I like it. What about you, Zyme? What does your downtime consist of?
So Zai could never quite give up his role of being a guardian. He wants to keep protecting the city. So during his downtime, he likes visiting the walls and encouraging the new recruits. And recently, he's taken on a pet project to make sure that Vaughn becomes a greater warrior and less of a coward.
Okay. And Vaughn, what about you?
Vaughn spends most of his time listening to people. I like to talk to people from all the different casts to find out what people want. Because the best way to understand how to use somebody or how to get somebody on your side is to figure out what they want. So that's what
those
Vaughn
are
does.
two very different implications. Which one are you normally following?
It depends on who's asking.
Do you ever run into any problem with people being upset with you for talking to members of different casts?
I think that I can get away with it just because as a guardian that's coordinating different groups of people, like you usually have a reason to be talking to different types of people. Okay. So yeah, it's not like he necessarily does it in his free time. And if he were to get caught doing it, it would be under the excuse of I was following up on some task that had to be completed earlier as a result of the downing of some massive creatures.
Sure. So you're cordial and chummy when you go about your business work.
Of course.
Nice. All right. Well, the day has passed. The sun rises the next morning. The thick mist that pervades, is that the word? That is pervasive throughout Arcadia blankets you. You can see maybe 100 feet or so as everyone sets out in the morning to head to the small canal just outside the city walls that leads to the river. This canal is used to bring water into the town and also for a little bit of fishing and moss gathering. So you put your boats in the water and push out to the river. Now, as you go down the river, or as you travel through Arcadia, there's going to be a base encounter check that I will be rolling. In the jungles, for example, it's about 1 in 3 chance of running into an encounter. It's closer to 30%, but sometimes I'll decide to have encounters anyway.
30% per hex you go?
Per day of travel, just about.
Oh, per day of travel, okay.
Per day of travel, yeah. And when you travel through the jungle, which we're on the river right now, so that doesn't quite matter, but you travel through the jungle, you can go about 2 hexes per day. If you want to push it, you can do 3, but there's some disadvantages to doing it. And if you want to play it like really safe and really careful, you can travel about 1. Through bamboo, all those speeds are at +1. Through the swamps, it's all at, like -1. But we don't have to worry about that stuff right now. Right now, as we're going down the river, you guys can move. If we can see our movement rules handout. You can flow down the river at a cost of 2 per line segment. What I mean by that is you all have movement speed 30 as long as you're not encumbered. So each individual line segment from edge of one hex from corner of one hex to corner of another will take 2 points of movement as you go downhill. So in one day you can go 15 going with the current. The other thing that I want to mention is that Yaka has this big map of the city emblazoned on the tiles right before the Great Walls. So you guys can see the map when you're in town, but when you leave town, we're going to hide the map from you. And I'm going to cover it up with some fancy lighting so that you guys can't quite see everything and bring you back to it. And then you're only going to be able to see what's around you. So if you want to keep one copy of the map open in one area and then navigate by that, or just remember the way that you're going, however you want to do it is fine. But you're not going to have access to the whole map as you do your general travel.
Same.
So on this first day, We're going to head downriver.
To verify real quick, how many people exactly do we have with us?
There are the 4 of you, and then there are 5 other boats behind you with builders, craftsmen, a couple of guardians, and a cleric.
So about like all of us together, 20, 25 people about? Or
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Grub is pounding 2 stones together and does a nature check to figure
what
out
end?
to figure out what's around, figure out what's in the nature, the area.
Yeah, pound your stones.
Grub is pounding the stones together.
Ash your finger between the 2 stones accidentally. Like craftsman with a hammer.
Stupid stones. Throws them over the side.
All right. You hop in your boat and you begin to travel down the river.
How big are these boats? How many can each one hold?
4 people.
4 people each. Do we need to declare an order of how people are ordered in the boats? Not in our own boat necessarily, but of the other boats as well?
You need to know the order of your boat in particular. So, who wants to be in the front, who wants to be in back, and who wants to be in the middle?
I want to be in the middle.
Okay.
Well, I imagine, like, is keeping the cleric alive, like in one of the other boats, like pretty paramount for this mission? Is that a pretty important...
It would be, but one of the key things that you would know as a ranger out here is that the creatures in the river aren't always the smartest. And if they're gonna attack someone, they usually attack the lead or the rear. They rarely attack things in the middle. It just exposes them too much. So
okay.
The lead boat and the back boat are the important ones.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine I'd be in the very front then.
Okay. Very front of the very front boat. Who wants to be in the back of the front boat? Either Trump or Devin.
I could. I think I would be better suited taking the number 2 position. But if none of you believe you can guard the back, I will take it.
Look how small Grub is. Grub can't grub.
You know, you do need to be able to...
Grub is grubbed.
You do need to be able to steer the boat as you travel downriver. You might want a tall person to do that.
Mm-hmm. Very tall. Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yes.
I'll take the back.
Tall people good. Tall people get hit first because they're tall.
All right. Down the river you guys go on your first day.
What?
Why is it battle attack? That's my comment.
All right. You guys travel down the lizard folk, crocodile, and piranha infested river on your way to Yuma. When you reach a spot that begins to sort of widen out, and you can see on the left and the right banks, it gets a little swampy, a little less rivery, a little more marshy. The water level gets kind of low here. And as you head through this wide area of the swamp, you see a landmass before you that kind of rises out of the middle just a little bit, maybe like 10 feet at the most. And on that landmass, there are a pair of crocodiles and a pair of lizard folk who are bathing in the sun. And I will bring you to the map that you can see them on. So you guys will be way up here in the top in the boat. And the baddies, which you can see, are way down here. With the 2 crocodiles and the 2 lizard folk. And crocodiles are still just dumb crocodiles, but they seem to be living symbiotically with the lizard folk.
I see no reason not to just go around, or is it blocking the entire passage?
Well, if you go around and they choose not to attack you, they will be in a standing position on land in which to harass those that pass by. Mm-hmm. They could throw spears, they could throw rocks. If they have spells, they could do that. You could try and bypass them. Or you could, make way for your allies behind you.
Hey, they're greenies. They're greenies like Grub, but not friendly greenies.
Who is to say that a little bit of tea might not win them on our side?
Agree. Grub like tea. Maybe they like tea too.
I do not think that is wise.
I will be happy to share my tea with you once we get through this, Grub.
Oh, I like this guy. Gives free tea. Grub like free things.
What kind of tea does a lizard man prefer to drink?
Only one way to find out. Ask lizard.
All right, Trump, you're steering the boat. Where do you want to go? Why don't you use the ruler tool and draw
the boat, but continue to paddle forward.
Okay.
Let's see. Vaughn, I have seen you be very diplomatic with quite a few. Might you win them over to our side?
I'm sorry. Lizard men aren't known for being able to talk to people, are they? Do they communicate?
No, they cannot form the right sounds to speak your language, and you can't form their sounds. Without magic, you cannot communicate with these people.
Grub can speak to greens.
Okay, I stopped the boat.
Yeah. I've talked to many types of people in my days. Never a lizard man, though. I
stopped the boat, by the way.
Yeah, you had to get to like a solid place to stop. Like you had to pull the boat up on a bit of shore to keep from flowing with the river. You know what I mean?
Okay, it's been a while since I've used the longbow. It's 170 feet.
That is
in range.
Let's find out. That is range, but it might be long range.
Oh, it's 150. I have it right there. So, okay. I look around. On your advice, Vaughn, I have picked up a bow. I believe I am just in range. Shall we attack them?
To pronounce your name, is it Eidolon or
Eidolon?
Eidolon. Eidolon, do you agree?
Yes.
Should we attack?
I definitely want to kill these.
You notice the lizards folk are moving closer while you're chatting. Okay. They have seen you.
And Eidolon has a bow as well, right?
I have a crossbow.
Okay. Can all three of us? Do you see this ping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they step within like ideal range, can we take a sneak attack shot or like an early shot?
You can shoot them right now if you want.
Yeah. Do you want to? Do you see the one I'm pinging on the left?
Grub, talk to Grub. Grub, talk to Greens.
Attack.
Grub, talk to Greens.
All right. Trump stands up. The boat is currently resting on a little bit of island, so you don't have to make a dex check to fall or not. And you hit it. And you hit it as well. You both strike the lizard man square in the chest for a total of 10 points of damage. Eidolon's crossbow goes off and strikes it as well. Click on the light crossbow text just above the number of crossbows left in the chat to roll the damage.
That one?
Nope. But in the chat where it rolls, like right above where I put those marks, the text that says light crossbow.
Oh.
There you go. 5 points of damage. All right. The lizard folk has been hit. When we come back from our first break, we're going to roll for initiative, and we're going to start this battle. Oh, Devin's also getting in there, but misses.
No, I didn't do anything. I was trying to click on the info of my ability. I could try.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we take a quick break, and when we come back, we will start the battle for realsies.
All right. Do you want me to just mute both the audios, or?
Can you go to the first page that we were at? The splash page that no one's there, and then...
Yeah, we have a BRB screen.
Perfect. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Empires of Arcadia. We are going to roll for initiative, but we're going to do initiative a little bit differently in Empires of Arcadia than you might typically in other D&D campaigns. We're going to try something and see how it works, and we'll probably stick with it through the whole campaign. Instead of having everyone roll their own individual initiative, we're just going to have the player's turn and the monster's turn. And I think this is designed intentionally for games being streamed on Twitch. People tend to get a little bit distracted. I think if everyone has their turn at one time, we'll move through combat more smoothly, efficiently, and more funly, with more fun. So we'll just take turns rotating through the party. Whoever's in the front right now, which I believe is Vaughn, will roll initiative for the party today for this encounter. And we'll have one random lizard folk roll the enemy.
And you want me to just use my initiative?
Yep, just your initiative.
Cool. Let the fun begin.
Yes. And let us turn on our combat music. Did we get an initiative roll from you?
So it looks like I can't roll it. So I select my token, and in the top left, a lot of actions are appearing, but I don't see initiative there.
You see a 0-initiative at the far left?
Nope.
Click away and click back on your token. It should be there now.
Click away, click. Now I see it. Yep, cool.
Okay, perfect. Oh, a 20.11. The party goes first. So, party members, what would you like to do?
Do we all decide in tandem, or do we go?
Yeah, you guys can just declare actions freely, or if you want to coordinate, then you can coordinate freely. I think this just move us more smoothly. So whoever wants to start.
I notch another arrow and I shoot at the same lizardman.
All right. He gets hit for 7. He's down to low HP. Next person in the party.
I'll take a shot as well at the one on the left. 18.
18 will hit.
6.
6 damage will drop him. The lizard folk croaks.
Can I do the same as well? Did we figure out if I was in range with the live crossbow?
You are at disadvantage because of the distance. So you can make it if you want, but disadvantage.
Okay. Do I do anything special for that?
You just make the regular attack roll, and we take the lower of the two numbers that show up.
Okay. Oops.
So we will take the 9 instead of the 19. So your second crossbow bolt also whizzes over the head of one of the lizard folk and vanishes into the swamp, leaving us with Grub. Grub is Grub.
Hey, Edelon, Ed. Yeah, I bet you with Sling, I hit Greenie. You give 1 gold?
No.
Okay, 1 gold. Start slinging the sling. Thump, 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 shoom.
All
the
right.
stone.
You hurl your sling stone towards the lizard folk. Roll me an attack roll.
Don't know how.
Click on your character.
Yes.
Do you see player attacks in the upper left corner?
No.
Did you click on your token?
No.
Click on Grub. Click on Grub. And in the upper left-hand corner, you should see player attacks. A whole bunch of buttons appear, yeah.
Got it.
And now pick your attack from that sub-list. There you go.
Boom.
The 12 flies right towards the lizard folk, who ducks down behind his shield, deflecting the rock.
AC, hit him right in the head there. Hit him.
It seems that you owe me 1 gold now.
What? Grub never agreed to this. You can't prove nothing. Nothing in Grub writing. Grub didn't Grub.
Is that how you treat friends, Grub?
We talk later about this.
All right. This lizard folk hops in the water and disappears underneath it. You can see a little ripple going where the lizard folk is headed for at least a few feet. You can see him head off in that direction, and then he's low enough under the water or moving slowly enough that you lose sight of where he is. And I will move the enemies. The crocodiles, after a shrill whistle pierces the air, also plunge into the water and vanish.
Hey, they're coming.
Are we in initiative right now? Or are we in free movement or what?
No, you're at initiative. I'm just moving the monsters because they are moving on their turn. All right.
We don't want to fight on no boat.
Vaughn, you are in the front of the boat. Please make me a perception check. 9 is not going to cut it. All right. So the lizard folk and the crocodiles dive into the water, swimming your way, but then merge low enough that you can't see where they are. And it is now your turn.
How big is this tree next to me on this little island?
It's a little shrub, yeah.
How firm are the roots? Would I be able to tie? So my worry right now is that I could get dragged under the water by a crocodile. If I wanted to tie a rope around my waist into the shrub so that I could be prepared to fight, would it not big enough to hold?
Probably not.
Nope. Okay, in that case, I'll hop out of the boat. How deep is the water, like right next to the island? Where should I reasonably be able to see something approaching? Like,
I would say something at about this point right here is where you should be able to see something approaching. These lily pads have like a depth of 1 or 2 feet.
Okay, whatever you just said, I couldn't see it if you pinged it. You said this point?
Yeah, see these lily pads down here?
Okay, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. Those are all like 1 or 2 feet. Anything past the lily pad is possible monster area.
Okay. In that case, I'll jump out of the boat. I will shoulder my bow and I'll draw my halberd.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
And then, is there any point in readying attack over an opportunity attack?
Well, I guess you have Polar Master, so probably not. Unless something, I think for Polar Masters, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Koibu, walk me through what underwater stuff I can turn into.
Probably nothing, because anything that goes underwater has a swim speed, and you have to be a 4th level cleric druid to be able to get something with swim speed.
Grub readies transform grub form.
All right, it's ready. What about the other 2 of you?
I think I just can I like stay sort of low down on the bow and hope they don't notice me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Oh wait, actually, on my turn, I'm just gonna be readying a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. As people are jumping out of the boat, make sure you guys stay near me and I can keep you safe.
Grub, stay near Big Stick Man.
I'm going to, Grub's pretty small, so I'm going to take the central spot on this island.
There's room enough for the 3 of you to stand. Perfect.
I'm going to ready my bow, and I don't think mechanically it matters, but I suspect the lizardmen will be coming from this side.
Okay. Your bow is readied, and that is when the first lizard folk pops out of the water right here, which is right in range of the Polar Master.
Yep. So I will take
down the bow.
A halberd attack.
20 is going to hit.
6 damage.
Wonderful strike against the lizard folk. It cuts him right underneath the chin.
And do I get my butt here?
No, not as a reaction, because it takes a bonus action to do it.
Okay, never mind.
Follow up the attack with a shot right underneath his hip.
Ooh, all right. Well, that will land square in the hip. The lizard folk kind of stammers, struggles, takes 1 more step forward, and tries to skewer the monk with his... Actually, he's going to skewer you with his javelin, which is an 8 to hit, and then kind of like lunges towards your feet with a bite attack, trying to nibble off your toes with an 11 to hit.
I definitely jump back. The old man's more dexterous than he looks.
Unfortunate. Another lizard folk comes swimming up from over here and pops on up, having headed this direction. You can see the ripples moving in a very Godzilla-like fashion. And down over here, there are 2 more lizard folk that jump out of the water. First one gets to there before emerging. Second one, I guess you can do that, and we'll bring you out here. And they can both go another... They can close with you, but they cannot also make an attack this round. And then our crocodiles. Crocodiles have moved far enough. Perfect. Excellent. And that is the end of the monster's turn. Party's turn.
Can I hit them all with burning hands?
Wow, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
What does Burning Hand say?
Let me look it up real quick. Sorcerer spells by level. One sec. Somebody else can choose what to do.
I mean, if you've got AoE spells, I don't want to hit the weakened one, obviously. So.
As you hold out your hands, 15-foot cone.
Is this a spell slot spell?
Yeah.
Maybe we save it for now, and we
You
just
have to be really careful because Koibu makes
It's
us
7
wait,
days
like,
to recover.
7 million years with fucking spells.
in order to recover any spell slots, unless you have a special like sorcerer thing or whatever. Which I don't think.
Actually,
we do
he
this.
might though. Do sorcerers have natural recovery, Koibu?
I don't know.
I think they do.
Because right now our long rest takes 7 days, so we
let
need
me
to be very
try.
careful with our spell
Oh,
slots.
I didn't know
Yeah,
it was
so-
7 days. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't hear about that.
It's actually the worst.
it's great.
That's the rules that we're playing under.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
long rest is a week.
I'm
But that's okay. You can
gonna-
always long rest in town.
I'll follow,
How
long is a short
with
rest?
firing a crossbow then.
Short rest is a whole day.
As a night, yeah.
A night, yeah.
What'd you say about the crossbow?
I'll use the crossbow on the one that's already low to try to finish him off.
Go for it.
Alright, let's see.
Uh, 19 is a hit. You shoot this the lizard folk square underneath the left armpit. It pierces the lizard's folk lung, and you can hear him dying with like a weird hissing sound coming out of his left side. Sort of like a as he collapses and plunges into the water. Excellent. Next one up.
Okay. I'll toss my longbow into the canoe and pull out my quarterstaff and very deftly whack the guy in front with the quarterstaff.
Do it.
10 hit?
No, 10 does not hit. The lizard folk brings up his shield and blocks the blow.
Okay, following up that attack, I immediately punch that lizardman trying to get around that shield.
Nope, not gonna hit him. He's a tough one. Next player.
Grub looks frustrated and starts pounding a stick into the ground. Grub, and then explodes and into a giant bear.
You turn into a bear.
A giant bear. And then rushes in and attacks one of the lizard people.
Okay, I'm just gonna move your token into the water, and you can be the
Awesome.
bear, and I will give you control of the bear and all of this shit.
Wow.
I say to Grub, if you eat one of the lizards, you do not owe me a gold.
And then does he have no actions after that?
No, it is a bonus action for him to transform, so he can still take his action.
Grub attacks the lizard.
Hit your multi-attack.
How?
Click on your bear token, and you should see buttons on the upper left-hand corner.
Bite and multi-attack button.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one. Well, actually, it is the bite and the claws, but...
Okay.
You take a bite at the first one. He kind of like dodges to the left, dodges to the right, stays away from your sharp teeth when your claw comes and rakes him across his unprotected belly. It digs in for how much damage? For how
doesn't
much
know.
damage?
Grub
Click the attack button.
What?
Click the attack next to the 18 to roll for the damage.
Attack next to the 18.
In the chat where the dice rolls land.
Oh.
There we go, 7.
Mhm.
All right. You rend the lizard's folk flesh from his bone, leaving these big, bright stripes down his front. And last but not least is Vaughn.
For the enemy in front of the bear, I will attack with my halberd. 7, I don't think hits. I can take my bonus action. 14, that should hit.
14 does not either.
Really?
14 is deflected. Yes, they have 15 AC. These are good fighters.
Okay.
Yes. Lizard folk's turn. There are 3 before you, and they will attack you. The first one will take a stab at the bear. Kind of surprised that there even exists a bear, and holy shit, crits you. Rolls a natural 20 on the attack, and he will do 2d4, 2d6 plus 2 damage. So he'll do 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7 damage to the bear. I'm sorry, we should let you roll your HP, because it might not be 34. It could be higher. Why don't you roll me 4d10 plus 12?
He provokes, since that's within 5 feet of me, I can take a hit at him with my halberd, right?
Ooh.
My sentinel. Wait, do I have sentinel
you
yet?
do not
I'm
have
just kidding.
sentinel.
Just kidding, not yet.
All right. So you take
Next level.
7 damage from the lizard folk in front of you, Mr. Bear.
How do I reduce my HP?
If you click on your token, there should be some bubbles that appear above it. Just tap the green bubble and then do -7, and then it'll do the math for you. Or you can just type 31. Do you see the bubbles above your character? Yeah. All right. Coolio. All right. The middle one is attacking Vaughn. He misses with a 6 to hit. And the far left one misses with a 10. They don't do anything. However, there are plenty of other creatures. This crocodile has come over here, pops its head out of the water, tries to grab the leg of the old man and do a crocodile death roll with it, which if you guys haven't Googled, you should Google after this battle.
I do believe I can hit that with my Polar Master opportunity attack, because he's entering my threat range.
Yes.
Just for entering that, yeah, not for attack.
Yes, 23 will hit.
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. Crocodile takes some damage, and then he goes to bite our beloved cleric. Not cleric, old man. Old man, would you make me a perception check at the last minute? He's in pretty shallow water, but he is a crocodile who's a surprise ambush hunter. I want to see, yes, you do spot him right before, so he doesn't have advantage on his attack roll against you. But he will bite you with a 21 to hit. His teeth sink into your flesh, and he begins to spin his body. However, he only gets a light grip on your thigh, just ripping out a chunk of flesh for 5 damage rather than your entire leg and hip.
Ouch. Okay.
Yes. Right. Meanwhile, the other crocodile is still nowhere to be seen, but way down below on that little collection of islands over there, you can see a few other lizard folk start to poke their heads out of water here and there. Kind of surprised that, what's going on over there? I hear thrashing about. And you can see 4 more kind of pop up to survey the area before we roll the player's turn.
Guys, we should be attacking from behind. We should be getting bonus or like advantage attacks on all of these people. So like Bear should move to the side, then I can move behind. We just have to be clearing out these creatures quickly, right?
That's not a thing.
What's not a thing?
Attacking from behind doesn't give you advantage.
It does if you have a flank, and since I'm here, if the bear moves down a little bit, he has a flank with me there. It should be an attack of opportunity.
Koibu has specific rules for flanking.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
Should you be like this? There are rules for flanking, where if you're on opposite sides, it grants advantage to all allies, or to the allies in the flank. One of the two. Anyway, party's turn.
Should we think about like using spells now that there are more enemies?
You be you, man. You be you.
I think we should wait. I think we can do it. I think Bear should attack at advantage the guy to my bottom right. I know at the very least we can kill that creature. Maybe 2 this round.
If the bear moves straight through, the lizard gets an attack on him, right?
The middle guy might, but you get all your HP back when you not transform anyway. So your HP is like the most expendable here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, druids do have a limited amount of shapeshifting, so I guess we should save. Yeah.
So I don't know what the consensus was there.
You should move here and attack the creature to my left. Or
They should move
bottom
here.
right.
So you can also flank the middle guy.
So Grub
Yeah,
is
or-
going to try to do that, but move to the right, hopefully only provoking 1 attack. I don't know if it will, Koibu.
So since you're a size larger than they are, you can just move through his square like that without ever leaving this square.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bear just charges through, turns around, bite claw on the one that's wounded.
Go for it.
Blah, 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 blah.
You do have flanking, so the 16 will hit. You bite him by the tail. Rip his tail off, buddy.
That means you have to click the attack.
Oh.
7 points is almost enough to rip his tail off. The poor lizard folk is just kind of thrashed back and forth, kind of moves around as the bear mauls him and lands in the duckweed.
So he's not finished off yet, right?
Not yet.
Correct.
I'll shoot him with my crossbow then.
Go for it. Woo! Long shot, miss.
I'll take a primary attack at him with my halberd. That should be a flank, yeah.
Yeah. 21 will hit.
6 damage.
6 damage will kill. It dies, laying at the bear's feet.
Okay, and
If I
I'll
use-
attack the one that's pinned between me and the
Well,
bear.
real quick, because I get to hit with the butt of my halberd as a bonus action. The one in front of me.
No, the bear would need to be in this square to be flanking, but that'll hit
I
anyway.
can still hit. Yeah, I can still
Yeah.
just do attack. 5 points of damage.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Bludgeon in the face. Bloodied nose. Old man. Zai.
I'm trying to take advantage of the panic that the big bear is causing.
I think it's working. You'll hit him over the head for 8, and then you'll
punch the gut.
4. All right. The lizard folk are all badly wounded, except for this one guy on the corner. Everyone's had their turn. It's the lizard folk's turn. And this guy just saw most of his friends die. Half of his friends die. His other friends get badly wounded. He's going to stay in the fight, though. He's not too worried about it. However, these guys that showed up last round down on the island below, they're going to start making their way towards you. This one will go to here. These two will disappear within the water. Whoops. And then we'll bring them all over to play. Excellent. The crocodile right here, right next to Zai. It comes to get another snap at your legs. No chance of you being surprised this time. It'll roll an 18 to hit you.
Yep,
And it will bite your leg for 6 points of damage, getting a nice good chomp on your sandaled foot.
Oof, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And coming up from underneath the boat, sort of, after having come under the boat, approaches this alligator, crocodile-like lizard creature.
As he is coming up, I believe with my Polar Master, I get that attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, only a 9 though.
9 is not going to do it against a crocodile.
Okay.
It has flanking on you, and so it will bite at you with advantage, Vaughn. It'll roll a 14 and a 7. The 14 has +4 on the attack, so an 18 to hit you.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right. It sinks its teeth into you for 12 points of damage. It gets a big ass bite on the back of your thigh and will not let go.
Oof.
Let's see. The target is grappled. You are now grappled. Until the grapple ends, you are restrained, and the crocodile cannot bite another target. That is you, Vaughn. So I'm
Okay.
going to give you a little grappled icon.
Do I have to use an action to break a grapple?
You have to use an action to break a grapple or kill the creature.
If I attack the creature, am I attacking at disadvantage?
See, you're restrained and grappled. I think that just means you can't move.
Okay.
I think your movement is effectively 0. I don't think there's any other penalties on top of it, but I'm going to double check
Gotcha.
just to be careful. Do. Your attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage when you're restrained. Yeah. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you are stuck in this place with the crocodile biting your leg, and the pain of him like jerking you back and forth is, and the disruption of it is giving you disadvantage.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
it is now the party's turn.
I can actually use Acid Splash as a cantrip, and that's infinite, right?
Yep.
If you have advantage and disadvantage on an attack, it cancels out, right?
Yep.
So if you hop off the boat, Ziz, I'll be able to attack this alligator on me at normal, whatever, just because we'll have flanking on it, so it should cancel.
Okay.
You don't have disadvantage right now, do you?
I have disadvantage because I'm being grappled by the creature, yeah.
Okay, so I just move to like there.
I think it'd be 1 back. I don't know how Koibu does the
That's fine.
large
You're
creature.
good.
Okay.
Okay, and I can still throw Acid Splash?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to throw Acid Splash. It says within... I can do 2 monsters within 5 feet of each other, so I want to hit the... Can I hit the one that's low and the alligator?
You could hit these. You could hit these two, the alligator and the guy that's at full. But
It's only against that creature, by the way, Destiny, if you...
I kind of want to get
It's only a what?
I kind of want to get the
You
alligator
don't
off
have
him.
disadvantage against anything else.
Get both of the lizards.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll hit both the lizards.
all right, aim for both the lizards and put the acid splash into chat. DC 13 dexterity save for our lizard folk. All right, they have +0 on their dex saves, so the first one passes, and the second one fails, and will take 2 points of damage. You are the second one, so you take 2 points of damage. Anyone else in the party want to go?
Yeah, wait, so I have disadvantage against only the crocodile alligator?
No, you have disadvantage on all attacks.
Wait, only 2 points?
Yep, Acid Splash only does 1d6 damage.
Oh.
It's pretty low.
But it's AoE.
That's right.
Grub bashes through and attacks the wounded lizard with a bite, and then is gonna claw depending on if the bite lands.
All right.
The bite lands.
Bite lands. Oh, it does.
Oh, it rips into that wounded lizard and then goes for the claws with the one that isn't wounded.
And you roll me some damage. So close to being a crit. If you had advantage, if only. Oh my god!
He does have advantage because they're flanked.
Not the second one isn't flanked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say.
No, you got to be opposite. I was just looking at it in the DMG. Hold on, I'll pull it out.
Well, he could technically just move 5 feet to the left to attack as well, right?
Yeah, and if he had moved his token, it would have been great. But he was so excited. He was so excited that he used his mauling opportunity. You still do 14 points of damage though, because that's an incredible, near max damage. So he's still almost dead. All right.
Is this a special crocodile grapple thing that it also restrains?
Yes.
Okay.
Neither are dead though.
No, they're both alive, just barely. Zai?
Yeah.
You already went, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay, go for it then.
Okay. I'm going to...
The bear starts giving Zai advice.
Yeah. I'm going to attack with the advantage. Quarterstaff, the one that we're actually flanking.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That will hit. And you will kill that lizard folk. It is dead Z's.
And
It is
then
so
I'm
dead
going
Z's.
to...
Would you say, Koibu, that they're both barely alive?
Oh my
Is
god.
an unarmed strike afterwards.
All right. Nope. Critical miss. Whoosh. And Vaughn.
I'm kind of chilling here with my alligator buddy, so I guess I will give him a big attack with my halberd. I think I should just get that at normal since I'm flanking.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Yes.
You easily pierce the alligator's skin with your... I believe you got an obsidian halberd with you. An obsidian bladed weapon on a long pole.
Yep. Why does that matter?
Nope. I'm just giving some flavor to the action.
Thank you. Okay. For more flavor, I'm gonna do a trip attack. You figure out how to flavor that because I just want to do more damage. But yeah, so I'm going to roll. I believe it's a 1d8.
Yeah, I guess technically crocodiles are not immune to being prone. So
No, wait, you're about to say something. I already know you're going to stop. Okay, a disarming attack. I want to knock one of its teeth out. I'm not going to flip it over and then me get flipped over with it and then roll to save my leg or some dumb shit. I don't know what you're putting in there. Okay, so for damage, it's going to take 15 damage.
Oof. That is more than half of its HP.
Wow.
I'm also going to swing my butt at it.
Nice.
The butt of my halberd, sorry.
You shake your butt at him and he takes another 5 points.
That's 5 more. I'm going to go ahead and just pop my action surge here and then take another attack. Wait, I'm sorry. That was a bonus attack. Another attack.
Which crits the gator.
It's 19 damage.
And kills the gator.
Okay, and then I can use that, my bonus attack, the one that I rolled earlier. I can re-roll it if you want me to attack the guy on the bottom left. You want me to re-roll it?
Don't you need a bonus action to do that?
Are you going to tell me action search doesn't give me a bonus action?
It does not give you a bonus action.
Do I take my polearm? Is that a bonus action, or is that just something I do after my attack?
I'm double checking because I think you can use your bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of your weapon, and you only get one bonus action.
I didn't want to do it anyway. Okay.
All right, you did so good.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm done.
You did so good. All right. That is the whole party. All right, our one lizard folk that is left up front and center with you guys has had it. He's going to take the disengage action, disappear into the murky waters, and swim away to lick his wounds, because he's not going to give his life over this nonsense. However, the other lizard folk that are already in the water and on their way over here aren't really sure what's going on. They don't really know. This one's going to pop up right here next to the bear. This one's going to pop up right next to the bear. This one, unfortunately, pops up right next to Vaughn, which will provoke an attack of opportunity from Vaughn's Polar Master.
14 to hit.
Is not enough. No. He gets his shield up and it kind of grazes over it, breaking the wicker apart slightly. And our lizard folk will make attacks as well as our crocodile. Our crocodile's going to try and get a better chunk on Vaughn this time, a good enough chunk to really hold you down. 18 to hit. And
on Vaughn or myself?
I'm sorry, not on Vaughn. On you, Zai. Yeah. 18 on Zai for 8 points of damage. The gators got you, and you are now grappled and restrained.
Got it.
Excellent. And then our 3 lizard folk. The first one will attack the bear with a 20 to hit. The second one will attack the bear. Actually, hold on. He attacks with his javelin. Shit, that was wrong. I just wanted the damage. As D6. The javelin will hit you for 3, and then the lizard folk tries to bite you, which misses.
Javelin, bear AC is 16, right?
Yeah, I'd rolled an 18 on my manual die, and I was just trying to look up the damage, and I clicked a button.
Rigged. I didn't see no 20 roll.
Modified 20, not crit. The second lizard folk goes for a bite as well, with a 3 and 4 is 7, and a stab with a 4 and 4 and 8 is a miss. And the one up here sees the wounded, weakened, dying old man already grappled by the crocodile, and will make his attacks against you at advantage. The first one is a natural 20, critical hit. You take double damage. 6 and... what is it? 6 and 2? 6 and 2 is 8 damage, knocking you unconscious, old man.
Ouch. All right.
Okay. And then he'll turn, focus his attention on the fighter and try and bite you with his teeth. A 19 plus 4 is a 23 will hit you. And he does what with his teeth? His claw, not his teeth, his claw. Which is D4 plus 2. He claws at you for 3 points of damage. Bare minimum. Okay. Party's turn. The old man is unconscious. You can make your death saving throws at the end of the party's turn if you would like. So party members.
So, can Grub...
can I do it now?
If you want to do it now, that's fine.
Okay.
Make them whenever you want.
Sure. Failed.
Can Grub attack? Like, can Grub move and attack this crocodile and lizard to break him off of the monk?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
And then will he
you can either kill him or you can try and break him off, which would be an opposed athletics check. So
but if in theory, if he moves here and bashes him out of the way, there's no attacks of opportunity, right?
You will provoke an attack of opportunity from this one for sure.
Okay. Does it look like that crocodile is trying to kill Zai pretty bad?
Zai is presently in the crocodile's mouth.
That's not good.
I think it's time for burning hands. We're not looking so hot.
Yeah, if we had spell slots, it'd probably be a good time to use those now.
Okay. Grub is going to actually bash through, take the attack and move here to do a full multi-attack on the crocodile.
All right. You'll take the one opportunity attack from the lizard folk, who misses you. He stabs at you, but his spear gets caught in your thick bear hide.
Runs in, bear runs in, just creating chaos and fucking up all over the place. Bite, claws, attack.
They both hit.
Attack.
Can you do 14 points of damage? Oh! You murder the crocodile. It dies and releases the old man in the process. All right.
Can I hit the last 3 lizard men with a burning hand?
If it is a 15-foot cone, then you can go 5, 10. No, you can hit 2. Well, maybe if you were over here.
He can move first.
Yeah. If you move to like a position like this, then everything is within 15 feet. Yeah.
All right, let's burn him.
Let me get a... Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Right? Yeah, that's fine. Sure, we'll call it.
All right.
Roll us your damage. Ooh, did that not roll? Oh, it's not rolling. What's going on?
Weird. Let me try to grab it straight from the sorcerer spells by level. Does that work?
Try it. Are we bugged?
Bugs? Grub like bugs.
There we go. Okay. I don't know why it took a while to work, but now it's working. So that's going to be 14 damage, half if they pass a
It's
DC
14
13.
to all of them, right?
Right.
Jesus.
Half if they pass a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. So let's give it a shot. The first one, top one rolls a 7, middle one rolls a 4, bottom one rolls an 11. They will take 14 across the board. 14. 14. And 14.
Can
The lizard folk are set aflame.
Can the flame I do be blue?
Totally.
Awesome.
Blue flames. Excellent.
I will take an attack.
Yes,
to
the
one
Hellion
in my
needs
bottom,
a follow-up.
Yeah, to the bottom left. That should be at advantage, right?
It is. And an 18 will hit, and it has 1 HP, so you squash its head in. It falls to the ground dead.
Then I can move forward and use my bonus action for the butt of my halberd.
Yep, you're up to your knees in swamp water.
Maybe
6 will do it, and you hit it, and kill it. And now you see just the one.
Okay, and I'll move right here. No, wait. I'll end my turn right here.
Okay. Yep. Is there anyone else in the party left to go? I don't think
Actually,
so.
never mind. I like where I'm at right here. I'll keep my turn right here.
Did we do the saving throw?
Yes, we did. It
Oh,
did not
yeah.
go.
I failed.
Damn it.
Don't roll a 0.
Yeah. All right. Monster's turn. The remaining lizard folk gather together on this other landmass back here. A few more keep popping out of the water. It looks like you guys have stumbled upon a proper nest of the creatures, because there are a crap ton of them. I think that's the metric term for this. You both can go over here, there. And one of our lizard folk, our beloved lizard folk shaman, is gonna cast us a conjure animals spell.
TPK. Incoming, boys.
All right. That is gonna be 4 beasts of challenge rating CR 1.5. So he's gonna create 4 crocodiles.
Wait, who's doing this?
The lizard folk shaman. Yeah.
Should we try to boat on out of here?
What?
Sounds
You
like a
guys are
good idea.
fine. Are you fucking cowards? Few crocodiles show up, and all of a sudden, you're all worried about your lives just because one of your party members is 1 failed death save away from dying. And what is the range?
Not selling me on this.
So he casts it at 60 feet. So that's going to be 60 feet there. And then the crocodiles get to go on their turn. They can go... This one will double move over to you. This one will move to here. They can't attack this round, but they can spawn and move.
Okay, I believe that on the one
probably
to
not
the
that far.
right, I think I should get an attack of opportunity there.
Yes, you do. The one on the right or the one on the left, your choice.
Or whichever. I don't
I'm
know.
also going to clean up the board by getting rid of corpses.
So just to make sure, are those crocodiles half CR?
They are 1/2 CR. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, on that one to the right, can I throw a precision die? One of my superiority dice
Yes.
for precision attack.
Yes.
So I'm going to add a 1d8 on that chance to hit. So it's a
That's
17.
hit. Yeah.
Okay. So 10 damage to that one on the right.
Almost killing the crocodile outright.
Okay.
Okay. The remaining lizard folks stand on their shore and just watch from a distance. And it becomes the party's turn again.
I mean, I could use another spell.
Listen, let me.
You got a lot of spells. You got lots of spells.
I'm gonna attack some things, okay? Real quick. So I'm gonna move here and attack this crocodile from behind. That should be an attack at advantage.
Yep.
18.
I think you might provoke an attack of opportunity from this one guy when you walk past him.
Am I able to move through him? Like, since it's kind of a big monster. Do you see, like, the ruler that I'm drawing here? Like, from here to here? Can I not just, like, move?
Give me a dex check to jump over the crocodile without stumbling and provoking an attack of opportunity.
A dex check.
Dexterity saving throw. DC doesn't matter. You fucking critted it.
In great times of crisis, great men are created, okay? Not created, discovered. Because I was here the whole time, all right? I take my attack. It hits 18 to hit. That's 6 damage. I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to throw...
well, 6 will kill it, first off.
Yeah, I was saying I'm going to throw my body over here, and I'm going to use my bonus attack to swing the butt of my halberd at this guy for an 8 to hit, and it's not going to hit.
It's not, unfortunately.
Does that butt, that's a 10-foot range as well, right? Is it?
Yeah, same weapon. You gonna stay at your distance then?
Yeah, I'll stay my distance next to my buddy over here. Yeah.
All right, done. Remaining party members. Your old man is dying. One pass, one fail. Always one roll away from death.
Can I help stabilize him somehow?
Yes, you can make a medicine check, DC 10, to stabilize him, or you can cast any healing spell on him.
If he fails his next one, what happens?
Then he's at 2 failed death saving throws. And he's
got a 3 to die, right?
Yeah, but a natural 1 counts as 2 fails. So you're always 5% away from death at this point.
I don't have a heal spell. I have mending, but that's for items.
That's for clothing.
He's an item.
He is not. You cannot treat him like a tool. All right? He's his own person. I know he's old, but still, he has his uses.
You know what? I don't want my friend to die, so I'm gonna move over here. And what do I click? So I just click medicine?
Yes. He is stable and no longer dying.
All right. Grub's going in, taking on one of the crocodiles. The bear rips and claws forward, attacking viciously.
Holy shit, it's vicious. Who do you deal 18 damage to?
The one in front of Bear Grub.
There's, I don't know what your front is.
Choose one.
This one, all right. Okay, beautiful. That's the answer I want to hear. 18 damage to a croc. Crikey, it's a lot. And the monsters go.
But these are so strong.
Yeah, the monsters go. This lizard folk sees the reinforcement crocodiles, sees the situation, and sort of just tiptoes backwards, doing the like, easy. We'll just let the crocodiles do this.
On his tiptoe back, he should have announced that he was going to take a disengage, and he didn't. So I believe I get an opportunity attack, and I will take its head off because it's been a little bit too, maybe with 7 damage. Do I?
7 will not, but he was not expecting to provoke attacks of opportunity within that range, and now he just turns tail and runs the remainder of his movement. He's done. He's fucking out.
Good.
Meanwhile, the crocodiles surround the bear. They get you from both sides. The first croc rolls with advantage. A 10 plus 4 is a 14 to hit. It gets you. He sinks his big crocodile teeth into you for 11 AC?
16.
11 AC.
Bear?
Bears have 11 AC.
What?
Bears have 11 AC.
There's no way there's
Look at the character sheet. You take 5 points of damage, and he grabs hold of your leg, holding you back, restraining you. The other crocodiles now have advantage on their attack rolls already.
How much damage?
Restrained. 5. Next one comes in. A 19. You can just do -5 and it'll do the math for you.
That
Maybe
work.
not. Okay. Not 31 -5, but if you just put in -5 or +5, it'll just modify it. The second one comes in with a 23 to hit. Sinks its teeth into your other leg. for 6 points of damage. It starts pulling you in the other direction. Now, one back leg is being pulled this way, one front leg is being pulled that way. You're being stretched out in opposite directions while you're in this swampy, moggy water. And the other crocodile swims up, the weak one, right for your face, aims a bite at your snout, and closes his teeth on you for... I should roll to see if it's crit. No. For 8 points of damage. You now have a crocodile on your head, a crocodile on your back leg, and a crocodile on your front leg. They're pulling you in different directions like ants, ready to kill you.
Is it our turn?
It is the party's turn.
All right, I will hop behind this crocodile, and I will take a good... Actually, wait, no, I won't. Can I hop behind this one? I can, like, jump over the boat. That should be fine. How deep is this water?
Ooh, that's going to be about hip height.
Okay. So, yeah, so I'll hop in the water. I should be able to take an attack at advantage with my halberd.
Yep.
13 to hit? Is that a hit?
13 will hit a crocodile.
All right. I'm going to... Wait. Damage on the first attack is a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a 22 to hit on the second one, so 14 damage altogether.
All right, another 7 points of damage. The crocodile is low.
I'm going to go ahead and throw a disarming attack. So I'm going to roll 1d8 there.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, 7 more damage.
That will finish off the crocodile. It is dead.
Okay.
And it vanishes with a puff of smoke and a little sound.
Grub turns to the wounded one and snouts at its snout.
So it's biting your face, and you're gonna like counter bite its
face even harder.
It's biting his nose, and he just bites through the teeth that are already like biting
so
into the roof of his mouth.
It's like a really weird kiss. Holy crap! 11 points of damage kills the other crocodile, which disappears.
With a huge claw attack and rakes it across the other one, attacking his leg.
Missing. He's holding on to you, trying to drag you into the water.
Annoys it by splashing a big bunch of water at it.
Ziz.
I use acid splash. Actually, can I pick up crossbow bolts after the fight?
They're pretty much all going to be lost in the swamp. Anything that misses, you're going to lose for sure, Ziz. Anything that lands, you can recover. So if you keep track of the blows that hit, you can get them.
I think I only missed one, but I'll use acid splash.
Okay. That is a dexterity check for the crocodile, who rolls.
Is there no damage bonus from charisma or anything?
Mm-mm. Not for cantrips. He's got +0 on his dex save, so he rolls an 11. It fails. Takes 6 points of acid damage.
Max damage.
Sizzles his flesh. All right. Lizard folk's turn. This injured one plunges in the water and disappears for all time. He's not coming back. Let's see. You can be on the GM lair. All right. Our shaman sees that things aren't going as well as maybe he would have liked. What can he do about this? What is the range of produce flame? Are you guys within range?
Wait, do we get
30
experience?
30 feet.
Do we get experience for killing summoned creatures? This is important.
No, you don't.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Oh no.
So the lizards just chill on the banks and they just watch. They kind of form up into a different position, new ranks, kind of guarding their shaman. You can see the other boats are starting to come around like the last bend and trying to slow their movement in the strong and steady currents here. I guess it's actually slow currents in this part of the area. But they're watching the battle from a distance now. And it is back to this foremost crocodile, the only one currently engaged in battle. He's already got a bite on the bear, and he like briefly loosens it to like get a better, stronger bite on you. So he snaps. 14 plus 4 is going to be an 18. It's going to be a hit, and the teeth deal 5 points of damage. Bear, you're getting low, so low. Party's turn.
I'll jump. Back. Oh wait, okay.
What'd you say? You change back?
The bear bites back.
Bites back, yeah.
And then claws forward.
Holy crap. 17 damage is exactly the remaining crocodile's hit points. You destroy it and it vanishes.
Okay.
Well,
How many more enemies are there down there?
Well, look down there.
You can count at least 7.
Looks back at the party.
It's been a tough battle thus far. Can you take on the remaining ones?
How many spells do we have left?
Like all of them?
Like all of them.
I've
All
only
but
used
one. If you could get your monk up, you'd have basically be at full fighting power.
Yeah, we have no healing though. Who is this voice that's talking to us right now? Actually, I'm looking around, trying to figure out.
Okay.
I popped my second win.
Grub transforms into Grub again.
All right, the bear is gone.
Bad fight. Have idea. Grub have idea.
Grub starts like going through the ground, digging in the ground, and pops out some of these. They're called good berries. I don't know how to cast it.
Click on the spell in your character sheet.
Hold on. Stand by. Grub casts. Grub
10 berries appear in your hands, are infused with magic for the duration. Each creature can use an action to eat 1 berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point. The berry also provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. It only lasts for 24 hours.
And then Grub. So the monk is back up?
Nope, the monk is unconscious. But stable.
So we can feed him a good berry, but we have to wait 1d4 hours, I think, for him to awaken, and then he can eat a berry to regain 1 HP to give him fighting readiness. What?
Oh, you didn't take any cure wounds, Grub. I thought you were going to take cure wounds.
I don't have it now.
Oh.
Not prepared.
Okay, well, while people are figuring out what to do, I scoop the monk's body and I place him into the boat behind me, and then I get into the front position.
Cure Wounds is a really inefficient spell when you have to wait a week to rest. It's like super bad.
Except for this situation.
I think we should head back in the boat and turn back and set up camp.
Hey, too many greens. We gotta go. Also, that greenie, he talks to trees too. That's not good. No talk to tree. Only Grub talk to tree. Other tree talker bad.
Since they just saw us kill all their friends, what if I use a shatter? Am I in range of shatter? 60 feet? Oh, I'm not.
Oh, not even close.
No. You are 140 from the caster. What does shatter do?
It's like a thunderclap kind of thing. Sudden, loud, ringing noise, painfully intense. And then 3d8 thunder damage.
Shit, 3d8 thunder damage that's a lot of damage. You'd probably kill a bunch of lizard folk with that. And you want to run away now?
Grub find green nest, lots of gobos. These bad gobos. We should go.
I'm okay with leaving.
Yeah.
We are leaving. Yeah, I put the body in the boat like we're heading back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so your turn is to hop in the boat and flee.
Sounds good.
Party gets into the boat, starts to push the boat off the landmass, and turn around and push upriver.
Yeah.
That probably takes about 6 seconds to get your boat turned around with all of you. Probably a little more.
That's
So-
pretty quick.
Yeah, it's a little fast.
There's no reflect in this game, right?
Reflect?
Yeah, or like reflect damage.
There's very few things that will do it. I think
That's
it's
good.
there are
That's
few.
what I want to hear.
All right. The lizard folk shaman will stand his spot on the shore, raise his hands into the air, do some jibber jabbering nonsense for a moment, and 4 more crocodiles appear out of thin air in the water around you. Well, 60 feet from him, and then they will swim in your direction. Now, unfortunately, paddling upriver is... I mean, you could normally move 60 feet, but the flow of the river is 30 feet around. So if you move 60 feet upriver, you're only really going to make 30 feet upriver, and the crocodiles can swim quite quickly. So these things will eventually catch you if they do chase.
Well,
And this
Is there any like range on summons? Like, will they despawn?
Yeah, no, not before they despawn. I think they still have to be within line of sight or something. There might be some qualifier on that. I don't think they can go infinitely far, but I think they can go far enough that for our purposes here. Anyway, you see the crocodiles swimming through the water, powered by their tails, keeping their speeds at full. They make it right up to behind and beside the boat this round, but they can't make any attacks. They're flanking you. And it's the party's turn.
I mean, I see no choice but to get out of the boat. I hop out and I go to take an attack at this one right here. It should be at advantage. 13.
13 will hit.
Whew, 10 points of damage.
That's very nice. Croc is almost dead.
Swing the butt, and 11.
Misses.
No, hold on. I'm sorry.
It barely clips into his scaly hide, but it's just too tough with too much fat on it.
I'll roll a precision die there.
That's got to be your last one by now, right?
It is. Yeah.
All right.
I got a cheat. I'm keeping track of it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It hit.
So I'll take that hit, 4 damage.
All right. And we'll do 4 to the Croc. Next member of the party.
I want to use a shatter, and I can hit all of them.
Okay. Will you also hit yourself?
Oh, that's an excellent question. Let me read quickly about shatter. So I need to. I'm pretty sure though.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere. So you got to make me a 10-foot radius sphere that hits all the monsters without hitting you.
So I can I jump out of the boat and put it like that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
No.
You can do it while you're in the boat.
You'll provoke an attack of opportunity from 3 guys, so you can't jump out of the boat. Don't do it.
Do whatever you want. The sky's the limit.
Stay in the boat.
Be your own man.
Just do a radius attack.
Nuke yourself. It's the only way. Man, show us how.
You don't even have to nuke yourself.
Or just hit the 3 to the bottom left.
Okay, I'll hit the 3 in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Really? You don't want to hit them all?
I kind of do, but I can one hit myself.
Oh. I mean, one of us is knocked out anyway. Who cares?
I can't get rid of this box I drew.
I got it.
I will just hit the bottom 3 and not myself. All right, I'm doing it. Are you ready?
Do it. God, why is this happening? I don't know. There was a weird bug a few days ago that was messing with the ammo tracking. Try it again. That should fix it.
Cast at what level?
Second level. Second level spell.
Oh, a second level spell. Holy shit.
Oh, middling damage. Really? On 3d8? That's not super great. DC 13 Constitution saving throw for our crocodiles. The top left one passes. The bottom left one passes. The bottom center one rolls exactly what he needs to roll. They all take half damage. Is that it?
That's not good.
On a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Okay. So they will each take 5 points of damage.
It does say, does it do anything extra since they're summoned? Because it's only if it's made of inorganic material. Stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You hit those 3 crocodiles. You can see they kind of like squirm for a moment and make waves and rock around in the water a bit. Grub.
Grub stomps the ground a bunch of times and swings a sword, its little scimitar, at the crocodile, the wounded crocodile next to it.
Go for it.
Okay, hang on.
And since metals are going to be rare, what is your scimitar made of? Give me some flavor while we talk about it.
Bones. Put together bones, sharpened bones of things that Grub has grubbed over time.
Excellent. It's
a flank, right? So it should hopefully be advantage.
You need to cut through flanking. Let's see. Would a creature and at least one of its allies are adjacent to an enemy on opposite sides or corners? When in doubt about whether 2 creatures flank an enemy on a grid, trace an imaginary line between the centers of the creature's spaces if a line passes through the opposite sides or corners. So these are not opposite sides. These are adjacent sides. So this is not a flank.
Okay. Then it's a miss.
All right, you miss. He's too low in the water. You just can't reach over the high walls of the canoe to get to him.
That was your level 2 spell slot spell? You fucking tickled all 3 of these crocodiles?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This croc is going to move here and take a bite at Vaughn with a
Somebody
19
else.
to hit.
Oh wait, the one on the right?
Yeah, the one on the right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he
Hit
hits.
19 to hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
It only gets like a snippet of your leg and doesn't quite get enough to grapple you with.
Mhm.
It'll come back and get you next time. But this other guy comes up on land from behind you.
Do I get a poke at him?
He was already within your range as a
Just barely. I'll let you slide on that one. Okay.
and rolls an 11 and 4 is a 15.
Yep.
That's it. Okay. Hits you for another 4 points of damage. Can't quite find purchase on your flesh enough to death roll you, or paralyze you or whatever. Oops! Don't move, buddy. Stay right where you are. This crocodile over here on the left, since no one's paddling, what can he do? He can't really attack the boat very well. He's going to try and rock the boat. So the crocodile comes over here as a puppet of its shaman master and tries to come up and push the boat and tilt it over. So I'm going to give him an athletics check, which is going to be a 12 plus 2 is a 14. So everybody in the boat needs to make me an opposed athletics check to keep the boat stable. One of you two has to beat a 14 on an athletics check. Wow. There you go. Eidolon keeps it steady. He keeps it steady. The goblin almost rocks the boat over, though, but Eidolon keeps it stable. And our last croc will come over here as well and join in the fray on the one man with a natural 20 to hit. Critical hit. Doing double damage. 8, 9, 10 points of damage total, and you are now grappled again.
Jesus.
All right. It's the party's turn.
Grub is gonna... What's Grub gonna do? Grub starts pounding its hands against its head. And then it lays down and it comes back up as a giant bear.
Roll me, what was it, 4d10 plus 12 for HP? Yeah. 33. All right.
And the bear...
The bear's in the boat?
The bear's in the boat. It's going good. Don't ask questions. And then swings around and bites the wounded crocodile on the right.
Okay. 22 will hit. You grab him by his tail and thrash him about until he
just tosses him in the fucking air.
He disappears in a puff of smoke and a popping sound.
Spins around and claws at the other one on the left.
Oh, God. Go for it, but I'm going to need everyone in the boat to make me a dexterity saving throw or get tossed in the water. Bear don't give a shit, but you do hit the crocodile and fucking wreck it for 11 points of damage. I need a dex saving throw. That's not good. You tip the boat, and all the denizens of it pop in. The old man falls in the boat.
What's going to happen?
Falls in the boat. He's going to just hold his breath until he suffocates. It's an automatic reaction.
Koibu, could you explain Tides of Chaos to me?
Tides of Chaos? Oh, the sorcerer ability. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so whenever you make, what is it, like a check or a saving throw or something, you can just choose to do it at advantage, but then I get to, make you roll wild surges whenever I want. So it's a nice trade-off. Let me just get to the actual text and I will read it in a little bit more detail. Here we go. Starting at first level, you can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Once you do so, you must finish a long rest before you can use this feature again. At any time before you regain use of this feature, the DM, that's me, can have you roll a wild magic surge table immediately after you cast a first level sorcerer spell. Then you regain it. So you can just opt to get advantage on one of those things whenever the hell you want. And then you can't do it until you get a long rest or until I just make you roll a wild surge, which is funsies.
I'm kind of tempted to like clap both the things like down by Destiny because he doesn't look so hot right now.
Yeah, he's in serious trouble. The monsters get advantage on attack rolls against him.
Okay, I'm gonna Tides of... I'm gonna do that thing. Tides of... What was it called? Chaos?
Tides of Chaos.
Tides of Chaos Shatter.
With a shatter? Okay,
Yeah.
So that's... Tides of Chaos will give you advantage. Shatter's a saving throw for the enemy, so it's not going to have any effect here.
Okay, then I just shatter.
Then you just shatter again. Okay, do it.
There.
12 damage this time. It's so much better.
Feels
All right, the
bad.
one on the left fails, and the one on the right fails. They will both take a proper 12 points of damage, which is near to fatal for both of them. Like, really close. It's fatal adjacent. You are in the water. The monk is in the water. The bear is also in the water. You're all in the water.
My turn then. I'll take
Yeah.
a swing at the bottom right with my halberd. Oof.
Mhm.
Um, I'll do my bonus attack then, I guess, for the one on the left.
Which will crit.
For 7 damage.
And we'll pop it out of existence. All right. That's 2 badly wounded crocodiles. So do you have more actions?
I'll take a movement back.
You are still restrained.
Oh, he has me restrained? Oh.
If you're restrained, you actually have disadvantage on your attack rolls. That crocodile's alive.
Okay. Oh, never mind then.
Okay. It is the monster's turn.
Actually, before I have quicken spells, so I could use. This is still our turn. I could use 2 sorcerer points. Is it 1?
Yeah. So if you could quicken shatter to be a bonus action, and then you could cast a cantrip.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and then I'll use acid splash.
All right. On which crocodile?
I can hit both of them.
Oh, that's true. You can hit them both. Excellent. Do it. Put it in the roll.
Zizaran clutch.
Oh, are they going to pass their saves? They need a natural 13 on the die. First one rolls a 2. Woo! Second one rolls an 8. They both vanish as the acid blankets their back, ripping through them. There's only one crocodile left. If it was a real creature, it might run away at this point, but it's not. It is a summoned and controlled creature, and it is out for blood. It goes for the sorcerer. Actually, sorcerer Zizaran, I need you to roll me a 1d20 on the magic surge table because you've been casting spells, and I've been forgetting about this.
Oh,
so give me a 1d20. If you roll a 1, it's a magic surge.
This is the real
wild surge. Yeah. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Next time. The crocodile is going after you, though. It's going to get you. And you're in pretty deep water right here. So I'm going to give the crocodile advantage because it's on its home field advantage here. 14, 11, 14 plus 4 is a 18 to hit. It will get you in its teeth for 12 points of damage. Yes, it bites you and restrains you. You've taken 12. You're at less than half hit points and restrained by a crocodile. While in deep water, it's not going good for you. Party's turn.
Bear attacks crocodile. Bear versus crocodile on National Geographic. And claw. Oh, God. Did anything hit?
No.
Wow.
Nope. It's too deep. You start splashing around in the water. You can see the red from the crocodile's wounds, but you can't find purchase on them. You're scratching at something, and a moment later you realize it's a rock.
I should be able to hop around and...
Wait, he's flanking the thing.
You're in too deep of water to stand there, my friend.
Oh, I see.
You think it's a flank?
You're unconscious, though, but it's a flank?
Sorcerer.
I mean, the bear.
I guess.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it's a flank.
All right, it's a flank. All right, the 8 HP crocodile dies.
Get back on the boat.
Yeah, can I pick up the
You can fish the old man out of the water.
Yeah, and then put him back on the boat.
All right. Whoop, whoop. Do you stay in bear? If you're in bear form, you can't get in the boat, buddy. You're too big.
The bear's just paddling along, seeing what happens.
You're just gonna. All right. You paddle alongside, and the party slowly makes their way northward, avoiding any more encounters with the remaining lizard folk, who cheer on the back end, kind of waving their swords or their spears and their shields up in the air, howling and screeching. The lizard folk shaman throws a couple of balls of fire in the air in celebration, and we go to our second break. And when we come back, we'll see what the party's got up their sleeve. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Empires of Arcadia. The party has defeated most of the enemies that they've come across, but pulled back at the very last minute to save their skins, while the cheering lizard folk remain in the distance. You paddle back upriver, and you can see the rest of your posse has pulled off to the east bank and are waiting over there as you guys limp your way back, with the bear swimming in the water beside you.
So we're way out of range, right, of combat? I mean.
Yeah, you're out of range.
The bear transforms back into the grub.
Okay. Didgeridoo is the cleric coming with you, and he takes a look at what's going on. This is what happened.
We have some greens. They have more greens. Every time more greens, then we lose.
We were attacked by lizardmen and crocodiles from the swamp.
Lots of greens. I told you I talked to the bird.
He's talking to himself.
I talked to the bird. The bird said that there was many greens. Nobody listens to Grub. Grub tells you many greens. Nobody listens to Grub. Grub listens to Grub. Grub talks to the birds.
Grub, you're right. We should listen to you more. You have wisdom of the ages passed down through your bloodline.
Grub, very smart. Grub blessed by Dub.
Yes, Dub has blessed Grub.
Grub blessed by Dub. Dub blessed Dub. Grub do dubstep. Grub get many blessings by Dub. Grub dubstep every night.
Good. It's important for your people, I hear. And comes over and will lay a hand on Trump and cast a first level Cure Wounds spell, which will heal you. Ooh, for maximum healing, you get 12 points back.
Ooh. Wait. Holy Man do that? Where was Holy Man in fight? Why you no help?
Grub, I know it's a little hard for your complicated brain to understand, but I'm a cleric. I am a tender to wounds. I have no ability to sustain myself in combat and no desire to join the fray. It is my job to heal the sick and the injured, not to get anywhere near the battle.
That's some wussy. I heard wussy in time. Grub no wuss when Grub see wuss.
He nods his head, yes.
Father, thank you. It was a difficult fight ahead. I look around.
Oh, hey, Holy Man.
We were able to defeat the numerous lizardmen.
No. Was very bad. Holy Man. They have Greenie who talks to trees too, just like Grub.
Mm-hmm.
You knew this?
Yes. Didn't you?
You don't say no, Grub. Grub think only Grub talk to tree.
Grub, there are many people in this world who talk to trees, and not all of them are our friends.
Oh. Are we just kind of like floating in the water right now, like talking to ourselves?
You've banked on the east bank of the river.
Okay. So let's head into our boats and head back. We need to rest regardless of what we do. We can't continue on in this condition. So let's stop wasting time. Let's head back to camp, and we'll recover and figure out a better way to move down the river tomorrow.
There are some tentative looks about as people hear you want to spend a night this far upriver, but they'll do it. They'll follow your lead.
Well, how long did it take us to get down here?
Oh, you spent maybe half a day so far.
Can we go back? I'm sorry. When I say go back to camp, I'm misspeaking. I mean, like go back to like the main, like Yaka.
Back to the city.
Yeah.
But you're going with the river down, and so if you go against the river, it'll take more than half a day to get to Yaka from here. You're too far to turn back.
Okay, then we camp here.
Well, I mean, there were rules about how we could press it, right? I think this would be a good time since we're about to long rest in Yaka.
All right, you guys want to?
Well, hold on. Does press it mean you've got like a 95% chance of getting ambushed by a dragon because you're not paying attention because you're moving so fast, or what does that mean?
It means you have disadvantage on all stealth and perception checks for that day.
That's perfect. We'll take it, right?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. The party turns back, heads upriver, paddling hard, taking shortcuts whenever there's like a peninsula, like hopping out, putting your boats over your head and like running through the jungle to get to the next patch. And sometime just after dark, you can make it back to within Yaka. You can hear the distant sound of drums as you make the last leg of the trek up that narrow canal that connects the river to the town. And you can see a fire burning just underneath the great bell of Yaka that sits on top of the ziggurat that they ring when monsters are approaching. You are not monsters, so they do not ring it for your approach. Outside the city, you see two giant heads on spikes, remnants of former monsters who have attacked and now serve as warnings to those that might. Right in through the big brass doors of Yaka, you see the savior statues. These are ancient statues that have been here for hundreds of years, erected to some of the first rangers of Yaka. Their names are sort of forgotten, and each different section of society has a different legend about who these saviors are. But every time you come into the city and every time you see these savior statues, you get to start with inspiration. So now that you're revisiting town, everyone get inspiration. Probably should have mentioned that before you left.
That's pretty cool.
And you can spend the night here in town.
So
And
wait,
you can
what
spend
does
as long as you want
inspiration
here. It gives you advantage on any roll you're about to make, any D20 roll.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's really good. Any
Yeah.
roll. You have to declare it before.
You have to declare it beforehand, and you get inspirations for doing whatever I really like, or visiting back to town. So it's, don't treat them like elixirs in old Final Fantasy games. You want to use them as frequently as possible to regain their value. Because you can only hold one at a time.
Even if we're at Yaka, is it still 7 days for a long rest?
It's going to be a week of downtime, but this is a very different lifestyle. There are no clocks. There's no hours of production to be filled.
There is a city to the south that is possibly being burned down by a green dragon, though. Is that a time frame where...
That's true. That is something
Also,
maybe you should consider.
How does message travel between cities in this world? How do we even know that that's a problem?
They had emissaries come, like hike through the jungle and fight their way here to beg for help.
What does an emissary consist of? Is this like 15, 20 like well-trained soldiers or what?
In this situation, it was a party of two. Two of the rangers from Yuma came here, kind of stealthing their way through the jungles to talk to you guys and set this all up, and then stealth through the jungles on the way back home, telling them that you're going to come as soon as you can with whatever you got.
How do we get message back to that city?
You go there yourself and talk to them.
Well, we must have somebody that can send a message of that sort or something, right?
What do we need to send them?
Well, if those two
late.
rangers were able to come here and go back, maybe we can use somebody like that to scout ahead to give us some sort of preemptive warning. Maybe if we travel slower, we can tell where creatures are or are not at some point in the day so that we can take more optimal routes to avoid them.
Also,
Absolutely.
that also implies there's a way through land to get there, is there not?
So you could have travel overland, but overland is going to be slower. Going with the river is the fastest way. And if you just wanted to travel there to tell them a message, you could travel through the jungle at half rate and try to avoid all the encounters. And you could get there probably fairly safely if you were taking your time and being slow and cowardly. Totally could do it. But you got to bring the the cleric and the builders and a couple of craftsmen with you, which makes hiking through the jungle a dangerous prospect because you're going to lose any advantage that you could possibly get from going slowly since there's so many people with you.
I feel like the water seems pretty dangerous too, though. Like, there was, what, like half a day and we already almost got wiped? Like, the water doesn't seem particularly safe.
Yeah, but the land isn't either because it's theoretically twice as many encounters, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Also, the land has things like Tyrannosaurus rexes, which are CR8 creatures that can show up, or
Water it is.
Man scorpions that have 3 arms and 3 tails, with each with scorpion stingers that do massive amounts of poison damage and psionic attacks and breath weapons. Like, the jungle's dangerous, and we should talk about this right now. The list of random encounters for the jungle is set. You're going to fight the same, like, variation of random encounters. So at the beginning, when you're low level, it's kind of sort of like a small zone of fightability, and then like a death zone where it's probably too hard. And then as you level, you should be able to kind of almost ignore encounters by finishing them so easily. So you're going to have to kind of navigate the fight versus flight method, which will change over time.
That river that we were following, was that lizard camp right in the middle of the river? Like there's no way around? Okay.
Yep, with like a nice wide, low section to the river so the water doesn't flow too quickly and it's not too deep anywhere.
Well, maybe we can go there during the night and like set them on fire when they're sleeping.
Yeah, I have confidence that we have whittled down half their force. We will be the victors next time.
Well, firstly, we don't know that. We have no idea how many people are there. I guess we could assume that we've whittled down their forces, but anytime we take a rest between one area to another, it's possible that more enemies could move in. They could replenish their forces. Somebody else could come in and take over instead. Like, so we don't necessarily know if we go back and we clear out just 6 or 7 of them, that will be done.
Mm-hmm.
There also the entire tribe of greenies.
What?
Lots of greenies there.
Yeah.
Don't know how many greenies.
Do we like recover? Are we doing a 7-day rest now so we get like everything recovered?
If you want a 7-day rest, you can get all your spell slots back. If you just want to heal HP, you can sleep one night and expend as many of your hit dice as you have. So you would roll a D8 plus whatever your con mod is and regain HP up to 3 times. And every night that you spend, you gain 1 HP back, 1 hit die back.
Is there no other way down this river than through that camp? Are there any other splitting rivers?
Nope. Rivers join going downhill. They very rarely separate going downhill unless there's some awkwardness to the terrain.
Could we carry like the canoes on land for that little bit and then...
We could, but there's no guarantee that we won't get into more dangerous encounters on land. And then 2, as soon as we pop back into the river, we could just run into more encounters as well, right?
Sure.
Like
I think we should do a long rest.
That's almost for sure has to happen, yeah.
Also, that dude that casts the animals, that's a 3rd level spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, making him at least a 5th level caster. He had 2 slots.
Mm-hmm.
Should we assume that lizard people like that are like holding like fireball and shit? Is that like a fair assumption?
No, but what you can do is why don't you go ask the other guardians and rangers that are here. Actually, there are no other rangers here at the moment, but you can ask the guardians and ask around town and learn about lizard folk. Because the monster list is set. So any questions you want to ask, you can find someone that's probably seen them and knows something about them. Maybe you can, I don't know, what sort of clever questions could you get that could help you in this situation?
Okay, what is a list of the monsters that we can reasonably expect to see going down the river? We've got crocodiles, we've got lizardmen, we've got lizardmen casters.
Yeah, let me bring up the Empires of Arcadia river
do
list.
this in game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. In character. You're talking to one of the old guardians here. Been around for ages. He's seen and heard everything, so he'll tell you that. Well, rivers, dangerous area. They're mostly crawling with crocodiles and lizard folk. Those suckers are everywhere. In addition to the giant, the swarms of piranhas. If you run into one of those suckers, you'd best get out of the water as fast as possible. They will rend your flesh from your bone fast. Same area, giant mosquitoes. They're on land, off land, in the water. They fly, that sort of thing. And very rarely, only once in a blue moon, on a Friday of the 13th, not that we have numbers or days of the week, but in the most unlikely situations, jungle worms. Jungle worms.
Hey, guardman.
Yes.
We have one green one. Green one talks real loud, and more crocodiles show up. What do about this one?
You mean the shaman summoning crocodiles?
Yeah, he speaks big words, and then he believes real big, and then that happens. Like me.
Yeah, like you.
Like Grub.
You create crocodiles.
Grub talks to trees, and trees talk back, things happen.
Of course, yes. Well, you know the old saying about wizards, right? They can't cast spells if they're dead.
What? What spell? You know how to spell?
It's an old turn of phrase from an ancient world.
G-R-E-B. Grub.
Very good, young Grub. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. They've been known to conjure crocodiles here and there, cause the plants around them to grow up, grab you, drag you down, shapeshift the ground into impassable terrain. Let's see, what else can these monsters do?
Yes. It is a shame. It is a shame that we are on a river. Otherwise, I could harass that spellcaster. But
Anyway, get real close to tree person and then bap them on the head real big.
Yes, you charge in. You don't let them come to you, you go to them. If you wait for them to come to you, they'll just keep summoning more monsters and more monsters and more monsters while they're safe and sound a good distance away.
It tugs on Eidolon's, like, you have a cloak?
Yes.
Oh, I'd Grub have idea.
What's your idea, Grub?
Okay. All of us, we go to them and then we bite them.
I don't want to bite anything at all, Grub.
But okay,
I don't like biting things.
Okay, Grub bites and you say the words you say and then they go on fire.
Yes, that is a great idea, Grub.
Okay. And then the old guy punches him and then you hit him with a stick.
Very good.
Van.
What the ranger that we're talking to now? He is a ranger, right?
An old guardian, I think.
Oh yeah, guardian.
Not a ranger.
Oh,
If you were to travel from here south to Yuma, sorry. What would be any way to do this safely? What's the safest way to do it? Do we have an advantage going by night, going by rainfall? Is there any other way to do this in a way that might make it harder for them to spot us or easier for us to avoid them?
If you were just going by yourselves, I would say go through the woods, carefully and quietly, staying away from the mountains. If you're bringing all those people, I would rush down the river as fast as I could.
Wait, other option. Grub have another idea.
Yes?
What if we just keep going past green people and don't stop?
The crocodiles will tear us asunder. We can't do that.
No, you go down fast speed water, and crocodile can't swings faster than speed.
Could try that.
Well, the shaman could summon the crocodiles literally right in front of us, yeah?
That may work, but we need to protect the...
We could try going at night past that bit.
Yeah, the peoples. Some of the peoples, they die, but that's okay. There'll be more people.
No, Grub, that not okay.
Oh, not okay? Okay, no peoples die. Grub appears to be writing something in the sand that makes no sense.
I said to the guardian guy, it would be really good to have somebody with us. With your experience, would you consider coming with us?
No.
Very good.
Hey, how come no one around here wants to help us? What's this?
We all have our important duties, Grub, and it is extremely important to guard this city.
What your duty? All you do is fall down, not get back up till we pull you out of water.
How long does it take for us to get to the city?
2.5 days.
It's 2.5 days to get to the city. And how long would it take for when is I'm sorry, when is the next hunter detail supposed to return to the city?
You mean the next set of rangers?
Or yeah, rangers and hunters.
They get back when they get back. You know how it is out there. It's a difficult journey. Sometimes you have to take your time. They could be back tomorrow. They could be back in a week. Could be back in a month.
Could we get... Is there a smaller, faster craft that we could travel with?
No.
As individuals, there's nothing. The canoe is literally the quickest way we have to get.
Yeah, I mean, if you get like a smaller canoe, any increase in speed would be non-appreciable, not insignificant.
Hey, fighty guy, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Why not we go over, and then we get real close, and then you hit him with a stick?
We could do that, but if we get real close, and we hit him with a stick, we might get eaten by 20 crocodiles.
Yeah, not good. Okay.
If there was some way that we could get a message out to Yuma if 1 or 2 people could get there, if we could have them send out some type of party to meet us, like a day out, then at least we would only have to cover 1 or 2 days worth of a journey before meeting up with people, replenishing supplies, and having like a safe-ish escort back to the city. If we're going to their city to do them the favor of clearing a dragon out, they should be able to meet us halfway.
Bon, let me remind you, we are clearing a dragon out, and if we cannot handle these very small dragons, lizards even, then do you not think that this is a good step towards our journey to defeating a dragon? We can do it by ourselves.
I mean, I would rather kill a single green dragon than clear an entire river full of monsters. I think it's fair to ask for some assistance here. I mean, you might have missed how difficult the last encounter was, seeing as how you were unconscious for 80% of it, but...
Well, maybe we can, like, try to, like, boat a little bit slower, keep more of a lookout on, and, like, when we actually do see something, we can, like, set up properly, or even walk around it just for that area.
Hey, guardman.
Yes?
When you guardmen come across lizard camp, lizard home, green home, how you handle what you do?
As guardians, we never leave the city. And so we never have to deal with this problem.
Oh, that real good. Oh, explain everything. Guardians don't leave cities, super easy. What you meet?
Hey now. You may have a difficult job of traveling through the jungles, but you can choose to avoid monsters by hiding still. When a T-Rex comes barreling down the road towards town, me and my boys have to go stand on the walls and fight it toe to toe. We don't get an opportunity to hide.
Yeah, some boys. Yeah. Sometime. Grub one time. Grub fight 3 dino at once. No problem with other grubs.
Those were chickens, Grub. Those were chickens.
That's not important. Chicken, just little dinosaur. Still dangerous.
This is true.
Okay, so back to plan. We go and we hit it with a stick.
Yes.
Let's go with the stick idea.
Okay.
I see 2 different ways we can do it. The first is to pepper that shaman at long range with our longbows. The second is to row the boat all the way up and then just hit him with the stick. I think either plan will work.
Yeah, I think we should focus target this shaman if we even see it again.
The guard boy says we go up and we hit him, and then he no longer talked to the air, and then no more problem.
Yes. Besides, these are conjured monsters, right? So if we hit him hard, he will have to lose his concentration.
Very wise, man. Very wise.
Other problem? 8 green people around other green.
Right. We will just kill the one that matters, and then those other ones were not very difficult.
Find the weak point and go for it. That's how we do it.
How do you treat fire arrows in this game? If we were to create like a small fire or whatever, set an arrow on fire and shoot it at something, like an island or whatever, would the fire spell?
Half range, disadvantage on the attack roll, insignificant damage bonus, and it might spread slowly, but this is also like a jungle, so usually things are pretty wet here.
Okay.
Unlikely to burn it down.
Grub can set things on fire. Grub can set things on fire with Grub Mind. If you ask Grub light on fire. Grub can really do.
That might work.
So I believe the only person in our party who would need a long rest would be Eidolon, right?
Yeah.
Grubs.
Have you used any spells?
Grub sits down.
These 2,
Grub,
I think.
Grub shakes the berries and gives one to Zai.
I eat it. Ah, yes, delicious.
Grub gives the thumbs up.
These go very well with tea.
Yeah. If we rest, Grub have tea with Zai. Then we friends.
Yeah, so I have 3 level 1 spells left. So I'm missing 1 level 1 spell and 2 level 2 spells.
If we only do a short rest, I believe we can waylay the lizardmen before they get reinforcements. So how about we plan to set off tomorrow?
Yeah, we can try it.
We can try it.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna take a more aggressive approach this time.
Yeah. We'll just ram that boat right into the shaman.
Okay.
If friends eat Grub's berries, then everybody feel better.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a short rest.
How much life do we recover on a short rest?
0, but you can roll your hit dice. So let me bring some characters over on. Oh, their characters are already here. So if you go to your character sheet, you'll see hit dice in the middle of it, just below your HP, and you can roll hit dice to regain HP.
So, okay.
Also,
Grub's gain 10.
Grub has
Okay.
9 berries to give out. Each one restores a hit point.
Ooh.
So, whichever one. So, Trump, you already ate one. Zai gets
Yep.
one HP.
Yep, I already added one.
Look at this guy.
I need
So,
3
Grub
for
is
full.
shaking the other 8 berries at the party for whoever wants them.
I'll
Can I
take
have
6
3?
of them if you want.
Grub gives 6 to the Vaughn and 2 to.
and I'll take 1 to top off.
Wait, I have 9. I have 8 left. Grub has 8 in his hands.
I'll take 1 less because I don't need full
after
life.
a night's rest, but I will request 1 berry the next day.
Okay.
Okay, so then who took what?
I took
I'll
6.
take 1.
Okay, you recover 6 HP.
I took
And
2.
then-
Okay.
So we
Perfect.
split
Perfect.
Let's all of them. 6,
You
2,
get
and 1.
All right. The party has rested for a night. You've regained some HP. You've regrouped, talked to some experts, and set out the next day for the jungles, for the swamps, for the rivers. On your
Can I
way.
replenish my arrows while I'm in town?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You can all go to full arrows.
Yeah, and we'll grab an extra quiver for the canoe just to put it on the floor in case we need
Sure.
20 split up.
Perfect.
And even
All right.
sorcery points only recovers on full rest, right?
I believe so. Let me double check right now. You should be full on sorcery points?
No, I used 2 for the quicken spell.
Oh, that's right. You gain them all back when you finish a long rest. Okay. All right. So you guys get back in your boat, turn around, head back in the other direction, and we will just come right back to that same map because that is the rest of your journey is fairly uneventful until you
Right,
arrive
let's-
once more at the island.
What are the mechanics of how far the canoe can go in a turn?
So the canoe will go 30 feet downriver unless you stop it from doing so somehow. And then you can apply your movement speed to the canoe, which is
My
30
movement.
and someone's movement speed, 30. And then
So
if
my
bonus
movement
action.
speed were 50, is that okay?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
Can
do you have a
we-
40 movement, right?
I'm also mobile, so I have 50.
How do you have 50?
I'm a
Oh,
monk
mobile
and
feet.
I'm a mobility feet.
Oh, holy crap. Okay. So yeah, if you're at the oars, you can push the boat 130 feet round, including
As
the
a
movement of the
single
river.
move. Or no, it would be double
That'd
move.
be there'd be a move and a dash. And
Okay.
you can only take 1 dash regardless of the number of sources of dash, just as a preemptive.
Sure.
Can we
Yeah.
take our time and sneak up on them? And then, like, we could just try to rush in and kill the shaman.
We're rushing it. That's the plan. We're crashing this ship with no survivors or whatever. Right
Alright.
into the middle of the island, and we're running in.
With no survivors.
Exactly. And it's going to be very painful for somebody.
Okay, that's the plan. We will just full speed ahead on this
Alright.
boat.
And did we get an
Alright.
advantage for sailing downriver?
Yeah,
An
it's
advantage.
a bonus 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Alright.
can we pick out the shaman guy? Is that the dude with the magical Christmas lights on him or whatever? Is that?
Yeah, the circles with the numbers.
Yep.
Yep, that's the shaman. You can see him. He looks different from the other lizard folk.
He's expended his summons already. So he's got none.
Yeah, because if we have to rest a whole week, then he has to rest a whole week too. They don't get special treatment. Koibu.
course not. I would never do that. That goes against everything I stand for.
That's right.
And then the shaman's 3 identical brother shaman lizards about.
That's how I do it.
It's a shaman with a staff that shoots at more shamans.
All right, are we doing it? We got 1 hour left, so we need to.
All right, you do it.
Yep.
Okay, so you head on down the river, getting ready to crash your boat in, and as
take
you
us
come
around to the right, and then hit us right into the island.
I'm searching for it, and I find it right there. So can I move the boat?
I can give you control of the boat token. Yes, the players won't go with it, but you can control the boat.
Sure. Actually, I'll let you control it since you can move everyone.
As we're approaching, can we take shots with our bows?
Absolutely. So why don't we start from where we are right now?
Are we close enough to where everybody can take a good shot, or the guy with the crossbow needs to be closer?
I think crossbow needs to be closer still.
How close do you need to be?
When I say crash the boat, I don't literally mean ruin the boat. Just to let
You mean
know.
beach the boat?
Yes.
right? Yeah, that's
So near the end, I understand I have to decelerate, and that probably doesn't go the full 120 then.
yeah, okay. So that's where you want to end up, on that corner.
Yeah, that seems like a good spot. So,
All right.
Range is 80.
All right, the boat pulls up on the shore. The lizard folk are ready to jump. You guys wanted to take one set of shots before we arrived, I think. So go ahead and take your one set of shots. You could have waited until you were within 80 feet. So the 3 of you that do it, 19 is going to be a hit with some damage. You ping him for 7. Steve,
11?
No, it goes just wide. The shaman steps out of the way, watching the arrow plunge into the soil behind him. Grub, you have a range attack?
I was using my action to dash.
Right. Grub, did you have a range attack?
Wait, what are we doing?
All right, the boat has landed. Let's roll initiative. Zai, you're the second one in line, so why don't you roll for the party this round?
Oh God, I have the boat. Oh, sorry.
Everyone, I'll take away the boat from you guys now.
No,
Just
I
point
throw
right-
the boat onto the.
all or nothing.
Okay.
All right, Zai, do it. Roll us initiative.
Oh, is it me? Okay.
It's you.
My initiative is super high. Great. Click. Niche.
Oh!
We critted initiative twice in a row. That's really good.
All right. Go for it. The boat hits the shore. You guys are ready like Marines to hop out and storm the beaches.
I can move 30 feet right here,
Mm-hmm.
Play
I'm
the
gonna-
landing song from Final Fantasy VIII.
and I'm gonna take a hit with my halberd at the shaman. 24 to hit,
What?
Holy crap, you hit.
12 damage.
Cheesy peasy.
I think I'm going to add like a trip attack or whatever. I just want to add more damage to that, so I'm gonna throw
All
a
right.
superiority die there.
They'll take 2 more damage and must make a strength saving throw. Oof.
Otherwise, he shall be knocked prone.
Okay, he rolls a 5 and hits the ground like a sack of potatoes.
All right. Let me step up here. So you see this arrow here? I'm going 40 and then diagonal 5 feet and then one more step.
All right, go for it.
Bait. I'll go up to this prone guy and I will take advantage of the trip and whack him with the quarterstaff at advantage.
You hit,
6.
and you hit him for 6. He is dead. The sorcerer, the shaman is down. Boom.
Nice. I
All
take
right.
a fast action and I swing my fist over at this neighbor lizardman in the meantime.
Remember about the flanking attacks.
I already moved my full 50.
17 is a hit for 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Excellent. Vaughn, did you have a butt attack to make? A booty bump?
Oh, did I not do that?
You did not booty bump.
Oh my God, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, bottom left guy, 13 to hit. Doesn't hit though.
Nope. He
Okay.
blocks it with his shield. Next person in the team.
Grub goes in. Grub going in.
Do it, Grub!
Grub going in. Jumps out and midway towards this lizard right here transforms into a giant tiger.
Ho ho! All
And
right.
utilizes the pounce ability on this
one there. Because you said I have to be like 20 feet up. Grub goes in. Ah!
All right. First off, I need you to roll HP. 5d10 plus 5. Mr. Tiger.
Take 2. Give Grub sec. Okay.
Oh, very nice. All right. So that took 20 feet of your movement. Tigers have how much movement? 40. So you can go another 20. And
Grub pounces on lizard.
that is 20 feet. You can pounce on lizard.
Grub does it. How does Grub do it?
You have to make me an attack roll against the lizard.
No option for that.
I will generate macros for you.
Yes.
There you go. I think it's going to be click on the pounce, click away and click back, and then you'll see a pounce, and we'll see what it says.
Wait, it's gone. Oh, there it is. Ha!
All right. If the tiger moves at least 20 feet straight towards a creature and hits it with a claw attack on the same turn,
Oh,
it
I have
must
to claw first.
or be knocked down. So claw him. 15 AC.
Clawing.
Hits. The
And-
lizard folk is surprised as you turn into a tiger, but not that surprised because he sees shapeshifters all the time, but he was not really expecting it. The claws rake him across the face. He makes himself a strength saving throw, fails miserably, gets knocked prone, and then you can make a bite attack at advantage because he's prone. 16 is a hit for shitty damage. You grab him by the shoulder and rip it back and forth, causing blood to flow down, leaving a nice big flap of skin that kind of opens and closes at will. You can see the bone kind of moving in the socket as he struggles on the ground underneath you.
It's a paper tiger.
It's a series of paper cuts.
Right.
All right.
So for my turn, how well does like intimidate and stuff like that work in combat?
Probably not super great unless you're already in a well-advantaged position. You know, like if the four of you are surrounding one person, you could probably intimidate him. But
Yeah, I was just wondering if like killing the shaman was enough for us to have a shot at that.
you can try. I can't tell you if it's going to work or not ahead of time.
Okay, am I able
There's
to
always
get
a
all the
chance.
way up to the shaman without... Do I get attacked when moving next to Destiny there?
No, you could get to here without causing an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then I can be in range of the shaman?
Yeah.
Okay, can I try ripping his head off while using... I have points in Intimidate as well.
Okay.
Okay,
So you want to come over here, grab his head, and rip it off of his body?
Yes, and then use Intimidate
Okay.
and scream at them.
That's going to be like a DC 20 athletics check. It's going to be hard to rip someone's head off their body. But
Can I
you
use my Acid Splash to rip it off?
Ooh. Were you like acid splash on the neck to like weaken the area?
Melt it off.
All right, if you use acid splash, I will lower the DC by whatever damage you do.
Okay, so I'll just use Acid Splash now, right?
Yep, he'll fail his saving throw automatically. All right, it's a DC 19 athletics check.
Oof.
Still going to be tough to do it,
All right.
but doable. It's
Let's
theoretically
do
doable.
Oof.
No! In fact, you fail so badly, you bring him back to life?
What?
I'm not sure. You rolled a 1. What's the worst possible thing that could happen when you're trying to rip somebody's head off?
He splashes himself with acid.
You reach into the acid and burn yourself for 1 point of damage.
Oh, okay.
And you fail to rip his head off.
20 life, it is.
All right, the lizard folks' turn. Their shaman is down. Do we need this purple box?
No, I just like drawing it.
Great.
I tried.
The lizards hiss and sizzle at each other. Few of them coming to fight the tiger. Ooh, you can't quite do what you want. All right, you're going to get there and not make an attack. And a few of them, it looks like they all have to come get the tiger because this right here is a 10-foot cliff. And they could slide down it and it'd splash in the water, but it's kind of an awkward everything. So they're going to just come and fight you, Tiger Boy.
That was the plan. The tiger
All right.
paws at the ground, ready to fight.
The one on the ground stabs at you. He's got disadvantage on the attack. Fails. He bites at your feet to try and get some blood in his mouth, and he succeeds. I'm sorry, not bites, claws. He claws you for 4 points of damage. The bottom guy misses you with both of his attacks, and the guy to the left of him misses with both of his attacks. So they all more or less miss the tiger, except for the one guy who manages to claw you for 2. These other guys on the right had to move to get to you, and I don't think either of them had enough action left over to fight you. And so we come down here to these two. We're going to start with the guy on the left. He will... all 3 of you went for the shaman. This is not a big fan of this. Let's see what we're going to do here. 1. He's going to go for the person who actually did most of the shaman damage. To the big, what do we call obsidian halberd wielding fighter with the plate armor.
Sure.
So he stabs you in the chest with a 20 to hit and scratches at you with a 13 to hit.
Wait, 13 damage or 13 to hit?
2 hit.
Oh, it was a multi-attack?
Yeah, 2 attacks.
Okay, so the first one hits, second one doesn't?
Yes. And you will take 5 points of damage from the spear. This guy on the right is going after the, what do you call yourself? Your sorcerer. Uh-oh. He will stab at you from this spot, so he's got flanking. 4 is a miss. Nope. 9 plus 4 is a 13. Ooh, that'll actually hit you. You've got shitty AC.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He'll hit you for 8 points of damage with a spear, and then claw at you with he's got advantage, which will hit as well. Ooh. Thank God for the flanking advantage. I almost forgot about this shit. He'll claw at you for 4 points for a total of 14 damage. 12 damage, yeah.
Easy.
And that's the enemy's turn. Party's turn.
Our turn?
Yeah.
I'll take the attack of opportunity from the one on the right.
Mm-hmm. He stabs at you. 17 to hit.
Yep. How much?
5 damage.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swing at this guy at advantage. 14 to hit.
I'm
gonna roll a 1d8 here. So 21 to hit should hit.
Absolutely.
11 points of damage.
Almost kills him.
Okay. I'll go ahead and swing at him with the butt of my halberd for a 15 to hit. That's 7 points of damage.
That will do it. You slice off the back of his tail and then crack him over the shoulder, and he dies.
Okay, I was here, so I moved 10 feet, so I should have 20 feet of movement left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass through this creature and be here.
Yep.
The worst spot you could be in.
Why?
That's where I was gonna go.
And be here?
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take advantage of the opening, and I'll go over here and attack him from the side with a flurry. First, the quarterstaff. Wow.
A crit for 7 points of damage.
And I will then hit him with my unarmed strike.
20 will hit. 6 points of damage. Beautiful. The lizard folk is bludgeoned around the head, chest, and shoulders by your quarterstaff and your fists.
And after that, I'm going to move over here, giving the tiger some support.
All right, that will provoke an opportunity. No, he already made his opportunity attack against Vaughn, so he gets no more.
Instead of hitting that solo guy, can I move over here and Burning Hands for them?
Actually, totally. You'll take an attack of opportunity, but you can totally try to Burning Hands them all.
Oh, wait. Can I?
They're all within 15 feet. No, if you would have to still be in one of these squares to...
That one's already done the opportunity, so you're fine.
Well, that's true. He's already done the opportunity. So you could Burning Hands all of these people, including the tiger.
I'll hit Grub, too. Grub will forgive me.
Grub will forgive you.
Yeah, don't worry, Grub. I'm making you toasty. All right, let's do it.
Tiger with a big lily pad. And
high, right?
I think so. All right, so do you want to cast it? 8 points of damage to everything in the area. DC 13 dexterity saving throw. So fail. All of the lizard folk fail.
What's Scrub do?
Grub has to make a dexterity saving throw in his tiger form.
What's Tiger Grub's form?
If you look at the character sheet, you can just click on the dex.
Character sheet.
16, you pass. You only take 4 damage.
Pog, worth it.
And 4 on 35. Good stuff.
Nice. Your turn, Tiger.
Grub attacks the most wounded one with a bite. Ugh.
You critical him because he's already prone.
Yes. And he dies?
Yes, but I wanted you to roll the damage anyway because it's a lot.
Grub rips into the neck and shakes it like a cat shaking a dead mouse that it caught.
Oh
And
no.
then turns to the one on the furthest up to the right and sends a claw.
Unfortunately, tigers only get 1 attack per round unless you pounce.
Really?
Yes, that is their only drawback.
Grub doesn't do that. Grub is done.
All right.
Also, it's a flaming tiger, so it flames while he's on fire. He like bites. It's a fiery tiger that bites and flings it into the air.
Okay, our lizard folk can tell that the battle is not turning in their favor. You guys have come back with a vengeance, and they're done here. They're going to all take the disengage action and move 30 feet away and try to flee this situation.
Can Grub kill them all?
That is as far as they can get this round.
Can I fire a
Party's
crossbow?
turn.
Grub.
Actually,
Party's turn, you said?
Party's turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at this guy right here.
Oh, I forgot all about that guy.
Shoot, I miss everything. He is just petrified, trying to run away, I guess.
You know, he was scared shitless of you, and he just stood there, and you just battered around him. The two of you are just staring each other off. It's fine.
Okay, and then I move here once my turn is done.
Okay.
Grub goes and attacks with a pounce on this, this one here. This one here.
All right. Pounce him.
Pouncing. Hua!
You go to pounce on him, but the lizard tucks and ducks and rolls and manages to just escape the tiger claw.
I throw acid splash on the two below the tiger.
All right. They will make saves.
I'm like healing them at this point.
15 and 20. They're fine. They ignore the acid.
All right, I rapidly move over here, flanking this lizardman, and I will bop him.
18 will hit. 7 will fail. 5 points of damage. You hit him in the square of his back. He stumbles towards the tiger, tries to rebalance himself. I think everyone in the party has had their turn, so the lizards go. Down here versus Vaughn, the lizard finally snaps back to reality, realizes what's happening, takes a disengage, and flees into the water, submerging underneath. And these 4 lizard folk also disengage and run for the water. These 2 can submerge. The other 2 are not close enough to submerge, and it becomes the party's turn.
Grub goes for the pounce on the one with the most HP.
Okay.
Grub's pouncing.
Big one. Pounce him.
Yeah!
16 hits.
Pounces him.
7
goes
damage.
for the bite!
He goes prone, and he goes prone in the water, so you can't quite bite him. What do you call the refraction of light through water? He puts his head just slightly to the side, and you can't quite hit him. But he is still prone, and you got a paw on him. Zai.
Okay. I'll have to remind me, how do you do the arrow while moving thing?
Spacebar.
Spacebar, okay. Let's see. Placing ruler is now done by pressing Q or right-clicking. Oh, thanks.
Oh. That's what it is.
Okay, so I'll take that path, and I will unleash a quarterstaff and an unarmed strike at advantage against this guy.
Excellent. 16, 18 are both hits. 4 points of damage. 5 points of damage is 9. He is barely alive. So close. Does anyone else want to get in on this, or are you guys content to leave the battle?
So I have 30 speed, so I can move 30 feet. Is that how it works?
That is correct.
All right, I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna acid splash both of them again.
All right. The most wounded one fails, and the other one fails as well. They will take 2 damage. This guy dies.
Imagine dying to 2 damage.
Barely survives. It's like the last bit of acid just barely cuts through the carotid artery in his throat, and then it just starts spraying everywhere madly, and he dies terribly. The one remaining lizard folk pieces out. He turns on a dime, heads southward with the disengage action, and dives into the water, vanishing below. Whoosh.
Wait, can I because I still had an action, can I drop my halberd and just take a shot with my bow at him before he runs away?
There's this 10-foot cliff right here. I think that would block his view from you.
Take a pot shot. Go for it.
Okay,
Roll it.
never mind. All right.
Yeah.
Roll it.
The 10-foot cliff is blocking his view of the lizard folk.
Shoot it over the air. Maybe he'll hit it.
Can't see the lizard folk to know where to shoot.
I can see the eyes of my allies and where the eyes are pointed at, and I should be able to use that.
Kobe.
No, that's fine. Okay, we're good.
All right. The battle is won. The monsters have been slain. The island is safe, and you can move on through like it doesn't matter.
Grub becomes
1954 again.
Can I pick up the crossbow bolt I hit?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, we want to search the island.
I meant 1952.
Search
you can
the
search
island
the
for what?
island, yeah.
Because there's
Totally.
the greeny nest, and wherever there be greeny nest, there's gonna be lots of goldies, because that's what
agree.
grubs would do.
Okay, we searched the island, yeah.
All right. You start picking over the island in search of what exactly?
Goldies.
Goldies, right. The
Yep.
ancient people that lived here 1,500 years ago used to trade in gold and silver and gems. You guys don't have much use for that sort of thing yourselves, but the dwarves that live in the mountains still do. Within Yaka, you don't really trade, but the dwarves want that fucking money. The dwarves will give you good steel, good armor, good weapons, maybe even passage from one end of a mountain to the other end of a mountain through their safe and steady underground tunnels where you can move at incredible speeds in complete safety. So gold is useful in some situations.
Wait, who controls these again?
The dwarves, the
dwarves,
underground
okay, gotcha.
dwarves.
For now.
Grub goes and finds a big reed and puts it in the middle of the island. Grub claim this. Grub say, now this is Grub Island.
Does anyone want to dispute that this is now Grub Island?
Eh.
I'm gonna let
There are
it go.
no
I'm good.
challengers to your supremacy.
Grub Island. Grub have first island. Many more to come.
I'll grab the next one.
All right.
Okay.
Will everyone in the party roll me perception checks as you search, each of you?
Oof.
These are terrible.
Can I have advantage because I'm a goblin? Goblins know how to see
I'm
fine
very
gold.
perceptive.
No, but Eidolon finds it all anyway. So you're all searching, and Eidolon? Eidolon.
Yeah, I have 2020.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the pronunciation of your
Eidolon.
character's name. Eidolon? All right. You come over to this area, and as you're poking around, something seems off about this, like, little patch of swamp over here.
Ooh.
And so you poke a stick into it, and it is way too deep. It is way deeper than any of these little patches ought to be. There's something in there. There's nothing in the water, and you expect there ought to be. What does it mean?
Maybe we can like hold the canoe upside down and use it as an air bubble to explore down there. How deep is it?
It goes deeper than your stick, which is maybe 2 feet long.
Oh, I have light as a cantrip. Can I throw light down there?
Ooh.
I think you need to see the thing that you want to cast light on, but you could cast light on something and drop it to the bottom.
Okay, I pick up a rock, throw light on it, and throw it down.
All right, it plummets and it heads down maybe 4 feet deep or so. You can barely make out the light through the murky waters here, through the various bits of duckweed and the what do you call them, lily pads that are sitting around. From the glow that you can see down there, it looks like there is some sort of passageway that leads in this direction.
Grub think that there's gold down there. If Grub were gold, gold would be where Grub put Grub.
I mean, I can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, Grub, you should go explore.
Yeah, Grub go explore.
Can I put light on his forehead?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Grub goes explores.
All right, Grub, you dive into the murky, stinky waters. You swim forward until you pop up in a small little air chamber. You must be like right underneath this hill right here. In this air chamber, you see a woven nest made out of branches and twigs and stuffed with like little downy bits, some feathers here, some soft materials there. It's all kind of damp. And in this little nest are a clutch of 4 eggs. 4 lizard folk eggs. And also inside of this nest, kind of scattered between the little bits of branches and wool and fuzzy stuff, are a few little interesting shiny thingies.
Hey, friends, I found things to eat. Grub find 4 things to eat for all 4 friends.
Make my omelet.
Yeah. Also, I think shiny thing. Want shiny thing too?
I want shiny thing.
Okay, bring shiny thing. He goes and tries to get the shiny things.
Yeah, what you pull out are a series of dwarven teeth, modified with a little bit of gold. Like they added a filling, or they got like a little bit of bling on the front, or they put a little golden cap. Golden dwarven teeth, or dwarven teeth modified with little bits of gold.
How many?
More accurate. About a half dozen.
Okay,
6.
so half dozen of those and 4 eggs.
And 4 lizard eggs.
Okay, Grub, anything else there?
Nothing that you care about. Well, actually, hold on. You're Grub. Hold on. There's a feather. There's a blue and gray feather.
Can Grub put it in Grub hair?
Yeah, you can.
Grub gets the feather and puts it in Grub's hair.
Yeah, you do.
Then gets the eggs and takes them back with the teeth. Grub pops back up. Look, friends. Look what Grub brings.
Wow.
That's
beautiful.
Friends.
I wonder, could I do we know a lot about lizards? Like, do they need to be warm or cold to hatch? Wonder if we can hatch them.
You might be able to.
Can you like sleep on top of it every night?
Give me. Vaughn doesn't know.
I don't know anything about lizards.
Who would? Eidolon, you are like, well, lizards are kind of cold-blooded creatures anyway. I don't think they insulate their eggs very much. You probably don't even need to sit on them.
Oh,
you know?
Wait. Grub can talk to egg. Grub starts talking to the egg.
How do you talk to the egg, first off?
So, hey, egg, how we grow you? You tell Grub.
Okay. The egg doesn't respond. It seems annoyed.
I want to pet lizards.
This is not good, Grub. Grub think this egg no good. We should eat this egg.
Okay, crack that one and keep the rest.
Yeah, Grub eats it.
All right, you crack it up and slurp up the little fetus in there. It's delicious.
Grub loves fetuses.
Okay, Grub, I think you should try talking to the other one.
Grub talk to this egg?
I when he talks to it, I try to pretend to like reply, but make it sound like it's from the egg.
Hey, egg, how we grow? How we grow you?
Keep me cold-ish.
Oh, egg respond. Tell more.
Good egg.
Good
we
egg.
Sleep now.
Oh, egg wants to sleep. Shh, we have to be very quiet to not wake the egg.
All right.
Okay.
You successfully don't wake up the remaining eggs.
Nice.
The followers will pull up in their canoes. You can chat with them if you want. And then continue on down the river. Yeah?
White people blanket.
Yep, everybody's packed back up into the boats. We continue down the river, yeah.
Excellent.
Is there any spell that we want to cast in the meantime? Do we want to good berry somebody back to some level of HP or anything
I
like that?
love resting on the boat.
Holy man will tend to wounds.
Yes, I can tend to your wounds. I am a cleric, after all. What sort of cleric would I be if I couldn't even heal the sick?
Well, you'd be a real shitty one.
The first person who's wounded.
I have 8 life left.
All right. He'll come up to you, lay a hand on your forehead, and says, Martha the mother blesses you and heals your wounds. And you gain 5 hit points. And he looks at you and goes, Ma, you haven't been keeping up with your prayers, have you? It seems Martha is not too pleased with you. If you promise me you'll say 10 Hail Mothers and 5 Our Fathers, then I will heal you again.
How about I save the village from a dragon instead?
Grub goes
Nonsense. I'm trying to save your soul here, not just your life.
Grub goes up to ID1.
Just tell him you do it, then you don't do it.
Very well.
Good. Now that's 5 Our Mothers and 10 Our Fathers.
Grub gives the thumbs up and wanders off to find some trash.
He heals you, this time for 6, and eyes you suspiciously. If you had been honest with your words, the mother would have healed you more. Methinks you are beginning to lie to me, good sir.
I just stare at him.
He'll go over to Vaughn and heal you for 12 right off the bat. You're a good lad.
Thank you.
Unlike that sneaky sorcerer over there, you should keep an eye on him.
Of course, I do my best to keep an eye on all my children.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear my sermons have been paying off. All right. The party hops back in the boat, heads back downriver. There are no more...
Shaman have any cool stuff?
Oh, yeah.
He's got shaman shit on him, but he doesn't have any treasure.
Wait, did he have a stick? A large stick?
Oh, yeah, he's got a stick.
Grub wants the stick.
Okay. It's a crooked piece of oak that branches into 3 separate segments at the bottom so that you can, if you find a sort of level area, you can rest it and it'll just stand on its own. And then, it's kind of gnarled and twisted and you can walk around with it otherwise.
Grub takes the stick. Grub will now do the taking the stick victory dance. And on the boat, Grub goes in a small circle saying grub, grub, dub, grub, grub, dub, grub, dub, dub the entire way. For the rest of the trip.
Excellent. All right.
Nice.
You can rest that evening as the boat gets pulled up and tucked into a little area to be hidden. Talk to me about the way that you rest while you're in the jungle when you got all these people with you. How do you hide from all the monsters and predators that are out here at night and who want to eat you?
Guess we just have to keep a watch and be really careful.
Yeah, I imagine we'd probably be sleeping close-ish to the river because it closes one side off from where people could wander up to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I imagine we'd probably flip our canoes and sleep on the other side of them or whatever so that there's not a big commotion. And yeah.
Sleep under the canoes. Very clever. All right. Excellent. The next day comes and you continue your journey down the river.
Is that counts as a short rest for everybody? So
that is a short rest. If everyone regains 1 hit die. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12.
So I have to use one of the 3 hit dice for that, right?
Yes. Okay. And you continue your journey along the river. Let me put you right over here. As you're getting on towards the end of the day, you cross between 2 tall mountains. The river goes right between them. And the terrain here gets a little bit rocky. You see the mountains sort of stay off to the sides a good distance, but there are these weird jutting stones that come out at all angles. And the river's flow gets kind of disrupted as you come across hard rocky land instead of nice soft muddy banks. The river begins to get more narrow and deeper until you begin to hear the rush of a waterfall coming up ahead.
Uh-oh.
It's still, a ways down the way. You're not about to fall off and die or anything, but you do hear a waterfall coming.
Are there any birds around?
Tons.
Grub talks to the bird.
Yeah, what do you say?
Hey, bird.
Ow!
What's ahead?
Ow!
Hey, how you
Ow!
doing? You good, bird?
Hello.
Yeah. What's over there?
Are you gonna cast a speak with animals spell?
Yeah. It's good. It's a level 1 spell. I thought it was a cantrip.
No, it's a level 1 spell.
Grub just shouts at the bird like without any.
Hello.
Hello. They just keep doing that back. Hello.
Hello.
Back and forth for 30 minutes. I was trying to be useful. Sorry. Hello.
All right. You get close enough to the point that you can see the waterfall just around a short bend.
Wait. Speak with animals is a ritual, so he can do it.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we do talk to the bird.
All right, so you pull the boat off onto the side in order for you to like stop in place and speak with animals, right?
Well, Grub's just like shaking a stick anyway, and just starts talking non-coherently until it finishes the ritual.
Okay. So Grub is mid-ritual when the boat turns around this corner and there's a waterfall before you. Zai, you're in the back steering.
Yep.
What are you going to do now that there's a waterfall, 40 or 50 feet around this corner?
Oh, how high is it? I had originally assumed that we were just going to lightly go over it.
It's high enough that you can't immediately see water on the other side. So that could be 5 feet or that could be 30 feet, Until you get to the edge of the waterfall, it's hard to judge its distance.
Hey,
Oh, that's bad. I hard bank it.
Hey,
All
old
right.
man. Old man.
Your ritual casting.
There's a waterfall over there.
Great, I hard bank.
The bird told me.
Okay. You can pull it onto the shore. Grub is still ritual casting. And your ritual finishes as the party pulls the boat onto the shore and begins to take a look at the waterfall. You may now talk with a bird.
Hey, bird.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Life's good.
Yeah, me too. Is there a waterfall over there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks. Hey, guys, there's a waterfall over there.
I pat Grub on the head.
Grub, could you... Well, no, that's not even useful.
Grub
Good job,
always
Grub.
useful.
I look at how high up we are.
It's like a 30 or 40 foot drop.
Now that we're banked, is there a simple slope that we can just walk the canoe down?
Yeah, you're in this weird mountainous section of everything. You feel like you could probably just walk the boat along the side for a little while. And that is when, let's see, if you guys have popped out, the people in front, can I get a perception check from Vaughn and Idolin?
Perception check?
Perception check, yeah.
Wow, crit.
It's the fucking bird. He's just saying hello in your ear over and over. You can't hear anything fucking else. It's so annoying. Who would make that sound repetitively? All right. It's all right, because the sorcerer, already in touch with the world around you, you can sense a static disturbance in the air. The hairs on the back of your neck begin to stand on end, and it snaps you to attention. You know exactly what this is well before it even is on you. These are the fearsome electric eel hounds, which are as terrifying as you could think. Imagine an electric eel, but as big as a medium-sized dog and with legs that will run out of the water and bite you and shock you. They're nearby. They're somewhere nearby.
Wait, how do we know this? We can see them, or?
Eidolon can feel the electricity on the back
Tell
of his
the rest
neck.
of the party.
Oh, okay.
What? Tell what?
There are huge electric eels nearby.
What? What's it?
I draw my bow, ready in action to shoot one.
What's a?
Yeah, I would set down the canoe and I would ready an action and attack action as well.
Wait.
Or a
What's an
dodge.
elected eel? Is it part of a town?
It's a dangerous monster here to kill us.
Which direction?
Another one.
What direction are they?
Before you somewhere. So this is the map that you should be able to see.
I see,
What
I
is
see.
black is sort of like a blocked viewpoint, so you
But
can't
surely-
see through the trees and shit.
Surely they can't attack us on land.
No,
Can
they've
they?
got legs, man. They can run on land. They can be found in jungles near the river.
They certainly can. 2 arms.
Wait, who elected these eels? Can we Can we vote them
Back
out?
away from the river and make sure you see the river.
Hashtag
I'm so confused.
Can we wait? Everybody come forward. Ready, bow shots. I'll be in the front. And if they come out after us, we'll wait a minute, see if they come out. If they do, then we'll fight them.
Impeach the eels.
So I've declared that I have a dodge ready, and then I've got my opportunity attack as well. So
All right.
I'm just waiting for an eel to pop out from this river.
we can't see anything ahead of us. We don't see like little sparks or whatever shooting up from the water or anything.
No, nothing.
Grub
But
goes
they're
into
nearby.
this bush and hides.
Okay, Grub, you are well hidden within the bush.
Grub is very afraid of the elected
I have
eel.
like there's like a tree stump next to me. Can I hit it a few times with my halberd to kind of like goad him out? You like shout a couple
Sure,
times,
yeah.
smack the tree stump, see if anything happens.
Sure, yeah. You make some noises, and that is when they begin to pop into view. Not out of the water, but from in front of you along the path. I think you can see them. Yeah.
Yep, I do see them. I'm
Okay.
moving over here.
Let's roll initiative. The third person in the party is going to be Eidolon.
All right.
Eidolon. I, right?
Eidolon.
I'm so bad at pronouncing your name.
Where's
I'm
the?
so sorry.
I haven't rolled initiative yet. Where's the?
If you select your token, you'll see it in the upper left-hand corner. It'll be a 0-initiative.
Wait. Oh.
All right. Our electric eel hounds are going to go first. Shocker. Thanks, Devin. I needed the pity laugh. All right. This hound goes first, and it'll move right up next to you.
As it moves into my threat range, I'll take a swing and miss, but I don't care.
Ooh, okay. Then it will close with you, and it'll bite. 23 to hit is a success, and it will deal, I should just do this off screen, 9 and 7 damage. Wow, that is a lot. A total of 16 damage, 9 of which is electrical, and you need to make me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be stunned.
For a minute?
You get to make saving throws at the end of your rounds.
DC what?
13 con.
Okay. If I'm taking the dodge action, does that help me with those rolls? I forget if it helps me with a certain save.
Ooh. No, I think it might be dex saves.
It helps you against dexterity saving throws. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And I'm making a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, saving throws, Constitution. Ooh,
Ooh,
6.
no good. You are stunned. And our electric eel will then continue to this spot, but cannot use any more movement. The next one will run on up, come right up to you, and sink his big, shiny electrical teeth into you.
Oh, brutal.
Let's see. He's got advantage because you're stunned. I think a 15 will hit you. Yeah. And he will hit you for...
Did none of these guys have readied bow shots?
I did.
Yeah. That probably should have gone off right as they were charging.
Yeah, just checking. 'Cause I mean,
Yeah, my angle wasn't that good on that one, so.
Mine was.
Okay.
Should I shoot?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, if you have readied shots, yeah.
19's going to hit. Yeah. Roll me some damage. 3. Oof. And
I'll get the front one. Since it
for
was front.
10. Wow. All right. So that front one is almost dead when it gets to Eidolon's area. The one that hits you, Vaughn, hits you for 16 points of damage between the bite and the shock. You don't need to make the save because you're already stunned, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, another one does, or you're just talking about the first one that hit me?
That's the second one. The second one comes up and bites you too.
Okay, I'm at 2 then.
Oh.
And the third eel comes on over to get a bite out of Vaughn at advantage. 2 is a miss, and a 5 is a miss, even with its bonus to hit. So that's it. And the remaining electric eels can't really close.
What the?
Okay.
Too damn tight. It's
Leave
too
it to
close.
Leave it. Grub, go. Okay.
Wait, can
Grub,
I use burning hands first before anyone goes in position?
Grub have better idea.
Go for it.
Wait,
Party.
yeah, you do first.
Okay.
Then Grub do thing.
Awesome. So if I'm fine if I move here, right? Wait,
Yep.
can I burning hands everyone without hitting Vaughn?
If you stand here, you can burning hands all 3 of these without hitting Vaughn. You can move here, Burning Hands them, and then move right back afterwards. If
Can't
you'd like.
Can't I angle it to hit the one behind the rock too? So I'm in line of sight of that too now.
I forget about
15 feet is the range.
Oh
so
yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Does the cone look like this, Koibu?
It should be 15 feet wide at the end, and then 15 feet long.
Oh, I see. 15 at the end. Got it.
Okay, got it. And there's nothing I could do, like either use like the inspiration or the sorcerer thing. I can't use that for burning hands.
No, not on spell attacks. Not on saving throw based attacks. Any spell that like you roll to hit them is when you would use that, or if you're trying to like avoid an effect on yourself.
Burning hands, it is.
Roll it. 8 damage, DC 13 dexterity save. All right, so the first one fails, second one fails, third one passes. So this guy takes 8 and is almost dead. This front guy dies outright. And this one is at less than half HP. No, he passed.
So look at Eidolon. Is he wearing any metal?
No, I don't think so. Are you wearing any metal?
No.
Okay.
Okay, Grub, go. Grub speaks to Plant, starts talking to the bush that he's in. Hey, Bush, you go over there and you get him. And then cast Entangle in a 20-foot area across here, restraining all of them and making it difficult terrain. Grub, cast the spell now.
Excellent.
Nice. That's more than 20 feet, isn't it?
Don't know, but you should shut up.
25.
Can we hit? How many can we hit with a 20-foot radius? I
You
don't
can
know.
hit 4 across, and then as many high as you want.
Okay. We'll hit all 4 of those, and then if the other one wants to pass through, he also has to deal with the terrain.
Right.
Yeah.
Where?
So they all have to do strength saving throws.
Excellent.
Oh, you have like a little thing. Isn't that cool?
All right, the plants come to life. They grab at the eels, and we'll have the eels do their shit on their turn.
And then as a bonus action, Grub uses the nimble escape and hides in the bush.
Hides in the bush. Excellent. Old man.
So I don't get the benefit that they're restrained yet?
Yeah, they should roll restrain right now so that he can potentially get advantage on those attacks.
Tangle. A creature in the area when you cast the spell must. Okay, so they did do it now. Perfect. The first one. What is there? Is the strength save?
Strength save. Yeah, for all of them.
All right, so the first one fails. Second one passes. I will mark the entangled ones with nets. The third one fails. And the last one fails. Wow, that was 3 natural 11s. All right, there you go.
Okay, once this entangle's gone off, I'm going to go over here to Vaughn's right to try to give him some cover.
All right, give me a strength saving throw as you walk into the entangled territory.
So I think the way that Entangle works, I could be wrong on this, is that the cast actually restrains them, and then from there on it becomes difficult terrain. But I don't think it re-entangles. That would probably be OP. I'm fucking myself by doing this, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
Creature in the area when you cast a spell. Creature restrained by the plants.
Oh, I read it.
Oh, this is substantially different than the 2e version.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's weaker.
Okay, yeah, it is weaker. All right,
Yeah.
so you don't have to worry about it then. In fact, that's fine. So you just enter the territory.
But strength, most things don't have good strength, so it's kind of good. But yeah, it's a level 1 spell, so it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit the one on the left with my quarterstaff.
No, you don't.
Okay, and then I punch it with unarmed strike.
No, you don't. These vines are growing all over the place, and you find that you're having to spend your time batting them away from grabbing you rather than striking at the eels. And
Okay.
Vaughn, at the end of your
What is my option right now? Do I just have to try to like?
you just get to make another con check to see if you can get rid of the shocking.
Yeah, seeing the danger I'm in, I'm going to spend 1 chi point in order to put up patient defense.
Okay, excellent. It is the electric eel's turn.
When I make this con check, is that like an action or is it just something that happens at the end of my turn?
It's something that happens at the end of your turn. You're effectively doing nothing
Disabled
on your
until
turn.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so only 2 eels can reach anybody. This one and this one. Now, the one that is restrained and entangled wants to free himself. How do they do that? On its turn, it can use an action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. So it will try and free itself from you with a 15. So as an action, this guy frees himself from the entangle by biting at the vines, ripping on with his teeth. He eventually gets free.
DC, say it.
13?
I don't know. I don't know how
It should be 13. I think it's calculated somewhere. What's your casting? Wisdom?
Wisdom
cast
is
from wisdom?
15.
All right, so then your spell save DC is 12.
Okay.
That one will then move over here. This one is not...
I do with my quarterstaff, or try to, while it's moving.
Terrible. It's not going well for you. This one will try and escape as well, and will succeed. Oh no. This one will try and escape, and will fail. So this one can go, this is 10, 20 feet of movement, 25.
So if difficult terrain counts as 2x, the squares,
Right.
and
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it can't get through, it can't move.
Right, so this would be, instead of 5 feet, this is 10 feet.
Yeah.
And then this would be 20 feet total, 25, 30. This one, it's already got that guy shocked, and you're right here, so he's going to come and bite you, Sai, with a 17 to hit.
I'm dodging.
Disadvantage. 13 to hit.
Ah, you missed.
Excellent.
Due to my very rapid dodging and weaving.
Okay, and this one will go 10, 20, 30, and I do believe electric eel hounds are fast critters. They got 40 feet of movement. It will take 40 to here, and then bite at Sai as well, who is dodging, so disadvantage on the attack roll. 18 and a natural 20, so the 18 will hit. You will take 4 and 6 shock damage, 10 electrical, and 1 and something physical, 1 and 3 physical, so 14 total. And I need a DC 13 con save or be stunned.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, they are dangerous.
Take a con.
Do you have advantage on that for any reason?
No.
All right, you are stunned.
What if Grub believes in him lots? Grub knows he can do it.
Well,
Brutal.
before the party's turn gets to roll around, there is... Well, oh no, it goes after you guys. It's fine. Party's turn.
Grub is going to the bush starts to shake, and out of the bush comes a giant fucking bear.
All right.
Flashes through the bush, and then runs into how do I get my bear?
There's your bear.
Yeah.
Before you get in the way of like burning hands, can I shoot?
Yeah, go.
Where's the best? Like, where can I hit the most people with burning hands?
I'll be right back. Sorry. Hang on.
I have no idea, man. It's a terrible angle.
If I stand here, can I not hit those 3 without hitting Destiny?
There's no way without hitting Destiny.
Like hit at the left side of the monster, and then...
I don't think that you can hit this guy and this guy without also hitting this guy.
You also gotta watch that about stepping away from this guy. If you
because in order to hit this guy right here, you'd have to like lower it down to like this.
Right.
Oh, there we go. In this situation, you could hit these 2 easily, but not the ones on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough shot. What are you gonna do? Your party's life depends on it.
Yeah. I'm like I'm scared of getting a 1 hit by the one above me.
Yeah, you should be.
What about if I move, the guy above me gets a hit on me, right?
If you've already moved into this position, then yes.
If I move there, can I hit 3 of them?
Ooh. if you move there, you could hit 3 plus Steven.
Wait.
Because he's 15 feet from you at that point.
What kind of angle it?
Not to hit both of these guys. It'll overreach and hit him too.
Oh.
It's a terrible situation.
This is the worst. Right, okay, you know what? I am going to do... I'm gonna do Burning Hands on the two above them.
These two?
Yeah.
Alright, do it. Ooh, 13 damage is very good. They will make their dexterity saves. This guy, they roll at +3. So that guy rolls a 14 and passes. The other guy rolls a much, much less and fails. So the one in the back dies to the firing burning. And this one takes half of 13, which is just going to be 6 for our purposes, and is fine. Also, I want the... Devin, will you make me a... I don't know... wisdom saving throw versus his dex save to see if your roots catch fire and burn away? Because you did just set them all on fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the roots in this area burn away, and now they look like that. They've been reduced to that.
Grub bursts out of the bushes, comes up in front of the sorcerer, and goes for a bite on the bottom wounded one.
All right. 9 is no good.
And follows it up with a claw attack.
Which will hit.
Do the roots do damage when burning?
No. I don't think they burn long enough. They're sort of magical roots, so they just like fizzle and pop and vanish.
They're touching them as well. They're already entangled by them.
That's true. If it were spider webs, it would totally work. Because the web spell specifically calls that out. The root spell doesn't. So I think they just kind of like snap and burn and die enough that they don't make the ground difficult terrain. That is the party's turn, with the 2 shocked people make me DC 13 con saving throws. And remember, you have inspiration.
Yeah, I might have to use that. Let me see what Trump rolls here.
I'm good enough at it. You are golden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pop my inspiration.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a constitution thing. Ooh, what do I need to get out of this?
13.
Okay, cool.
All right, you guys are free. And that is when, crawling out of the mountains above you and behind the last electric eel hound is a monster made of roots, plants, grasses, ferns, just this big shambling mound of living plant matter, which reaches out to attack the electric eel monster.
Oh wait, that's good.
And it will grab it with a slam attack. 16 to hit for a crap ton of damage. 8 plus 1 plus 4. 8 plus 5 is 13 damage to the hound, which actually kills it outright. That one only had 7 HP.
Can we just get back in the boat?
All right. And then you can see the shambling mound just starts dragging the eel into its big, like, foliage cover of everything. And we go to the party. Nope, to the eel's turn. It is now the eel's turn. This one, oh god, there's one under the bear, isn't there?
Yeah.
The bear's in such an awkward situation. I think.
Wait, was there actually one?
Yeah, there's one up there.
Oh, wow, okay.
You must not have noticed. You've got to be in this spot, I think, in order to occupy the right number of squares. So the one on top looks between the giant, terrifying bear and the much smaller little wizard, and decides to eat the wizard.
The bear tried, like, the objective of the bear was to get in front of the sorcerer to, like,
right. But as we just saw, you didn't even notice there was one right here.
That's because that bear's so big, he just went right over him.
Yeah, you just didn't even notice it.
Shit.
It's terrible.
It is.
Oh no! He can one-hit me.
4 plus 5 is only a 9, which does not hit our 11 AC wizard.
Poggers.
And
Slide.
this eel is free. Oh god, there's so many good choices. Oh, he's definitely going after the bear. He bites at you with a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Shocked you for 4 and 3 electric is 7 electric, and for what is your bite damage do, Mr. Electric Eel? Bite for D4 plus 3. 4 piercing damage.
So 7 and 4?
7 and 4. And I need you to make me a DC 13 con save, which I believe now comes from your bear form?
Yes, it does. So that would be...
That would be a failure. You are shocked. That is it. And now it is the party's turn.
Should we just boat and brave the waterfall? Because I'm pretty sure this like big shambling mound is gonna one hit any of us.
Braving the waterfall sounds like certain death. 40 feet is if we start taking our people over and some of the canoes
That
break,
mound is already retreating. We're fine.
yeah, we're totally fucked. So I think we just continue to fight.
Yeah, the mound isn't attacking us.
Okay, well, now that I'm finally awake, I want to take a swing at this guy in front of me.
Do it.
What? Halberd 16 to hit,
That'll hit.
12 damage.
You kill it outright.
I absolutely do.
Is
Okay.
splattered.
I want to hop back here.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have any... Does that eel only stun if you have metal? Or does it
No,
stun...
it just has advantage on the electric part of the attack if you have metal.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm going to do my bonus attack here. 18 to hit because I should have advantage due to the flank.
Yes, you'd hit.
That's
Ooh.
7 points of damage.
It's great damage. The electric eel is battered against that stump over there. It lies limply for a moment before getting back to its feet.
I'm going to go ahead and do a... No, I'll chill there. I'm done.
All right. Eidolon.
I will fire acid splash.
At the electric eel?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll make its saving throw, which is a pass. Natural 18. It's fine. And Zai, what are you gonna do?
So can I clearly see where the shambling mound came from now?
Yeah, it just crawled off of this big mountain over here.
Oh, off the mountain, so it's not a layer or anything.
Right. It was part of the foliage up there, and it just came crawling down.
You know what? Since it's not there right now, can I climb this? Is it climbable enough?
Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try and climb up it. It's just like a steep, heavily wooded, jungly slope. How high would you like to climb?
Like how high up does it go?
Wait, do we still have attacks on the bear? We do,
It's
right?
like a shambling mound loot layer.
Bear stunned.
So
Oh,
the
shit.
cliff climbs up maybe like 30 or 40 feet. I mean, how do you say? Like the steepness of the cliff maybe only goes up 20 feet, but like if you keep going up and up and up, you could theoretically go hundreds of feet if you don't mind also going like hundreds of feet horizontally, you know? I'm not sure how to answer your question. It's not like a sheer cliff. It's an ascending mountain.
Got it. I'm going to come over here and hit this seal.
All right.
I will simply attack it with a quarterstaff. And then after weapon with there, I strike it with my fist.
Your fist hits flesh.
For
5
5.
points of damage. The electric eel hound is almost dead. Not quite.
So sidestep all the way over here. A little bit
All
away
right.
from the men.
It is the Shambling's Mound.
I'm going to go ahead and pop my action surge then, and I'll take
Oh.
one more hit and kill it,
Okay.
hopefully. 18 to hit.
18 will
11
hit.
points of
11
damage.
damage will kill. It's dead.
Alright.
All right. The Shambling Mound will reach out. It now fully has this electric eel in its grasp, pulls it into the Shambling Mound, and the whole thing just kind of like slowly moves over into that bush and then becomes so still that you kind of lose sight of the Shambling Mound for the bush. It just kind of blends right in with it.
Okay, that is not where it originally came from, right?
Correct.
Ooh.
There could be more of them.
That is true.
Bear, make me a save. Make me a save, Bear. You fail. Just make me a whole bunch until you pass, so we know how long to leave.
If it's the party's turn again, I would like to use my second wind.
All right, go for it. You are healed. And the party can chat. The bear is still stunned.
Okay, I hop on the bear.
You're on the bear.
All right. Grub, quickly regain your senses, and then you up that hill.
Grub does. Grub goes up the hill with
I'm going to try to use the bear like flinging motion. At the same time, I'll take a jump. My goal is to find all this loot the shambling lair the man has been collecting.
All right, so you use the bear to leap up into the mountain area and look for the lair of a shambling mound so you can loot it.
Yes.
Is that correct? All right. Give me a perception check while you're up there.
Okay. Perception check.
10 is not super great. Let's see what we get here for shambling mound lairs.
The bear is up there too, right?
Yeah, I guess you were boosting him is my interpretation of what happened.
I just do he has a springboard is all.
The bear's gonna look around too, and the bear has advantage on perception checks.
That involves smell?
Yeah. The bear
I
wants
don't think
smell.
looking for loot involves smell.
Well, the bear's gonna try smelling around anyway. What's
all
the
right?
Smell?
You can do it, but no advantage. But go ahead and make your perception check. Holy shit, bear! Okay, if there's a shambling mound lair here, you're gonna find it. I just need to consult my handy dandy tables and guides. So while you guys are searching for loot, what is the conversation within the party? What are you gonna do about that shambling mound that's just like right there?
Can I just can I spend the time while they're up there? Can I spend like time just researching it, looking at it, and seeing if I'm like able to like learn how to recognize them better?
Yeah, definitely. Give me a nature check as you observe the shambling mound within the plant while it munches on the. I guess it doesn't munch. It's sort of just like
Jesus
absorbs and secretes enzymes and then absorbs the electric eelhound into it. And you begin to notice the telltale signs of the shambling mound. It's not just simply the vegetation. There's ever so slightly sometimes like a little bit of movement in it. And there's this weird smell, this weird coppery smell in the air as it munches. Unlike anything you've seen before.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye out for that from now on.
We see that creature. We can tell is still like in this area, right? It hasn't like moved.
Yeah, you got good eyes on it. It ain't going anywhere. It's hiding in that bush.
So we've got some people up investigating, hopefully finding a treasure mound. When they're done with that and we're all cleaned up, we should probably kill that creature ahead of us, and then we can continue to carry our canoes down and then plop them into the river.
You guys find no lair here at all. Maybe shambling mounds don't have lairs. Maybe it's far from its lair, but you're certain its lair is not here.
Okay. Not so to say. I'm going to call out for the bear and make sure I have a soft landing. Try to land back on the bear.
The bear runs over and provides.
I hop onto the bear from above. And then drop down from there.
Thump.
Should we kill this thing or hope that it doesn't attack us?
Well, we need to drag the canoe over past that way, so yes, we should probably kill it.
What about, but like, it's just chilling there right now. We should ask the cleric dude to like pop us some heals first.
The bear makes like a kind of charging gesture, and then like pulls its snout towards the area where the thing is.
makes sense. Before you do, Grub, how about we take a few free shots at it?
Mhm.
So,
Are we talking about killing the big root creature?
Yeah.
yeah, I direct everyone towards my area to get as much distance, and then I draw out my bow.
Okay, so the party backs up over here. The thing is clearly in that one bush. There's no other foliage nearby that it could have hidden in. And you're gonna unload a whole bunch of attacks on it, and then hope to just fight it in combat.
So here's the question I have.
Okay.
There's a cliff right next to it, right?
Yeah.
So
It's like
I
a 30-foot drop down, 40-foot drop.
Yeah. So the bear intends to charge that thing and knock it off the cliff, and then we.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Okay, and if that doesn't work, can I put could we tie a rope here to like slow it down so we get maybe another free shot?
Well, I was gonna say what we could do is we could just set the canoe up to like block off this whole section, like turn it over and put it on the ground.
What if it destroys our canoe though?
What?
We would hate for the canoe to get broken. I don't think we should do that.
I have mending actually.
Can you mend a canoe? Is that within the range of the spell?
It's like something about it can't be like more than a meter or something. Hold on. No larger breaks than 1 foot.
Okay.
I think the break will be larger than a foot.
Well, this is assuming that it just tries to attack it instead of like crawling over it, which you would expect. But I mean, we could just shoot at it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? We just all die, right?
Yeah. So did you want to shoot it or charge it and knock it off the cliff? Because I think those two are like mutually exclusive, right? Like if you shoot it, then you'll alert it to the charge and it'll get an action probably before the charge happens. So
unfortunately, I don't understand Grub's snorting. Simply having my bow drawn and
Grub's going. Grub's full on.
Wait. But what if
Grub's going! He's ignoring everyone! The bear charges in! All right, give me an athletics check.
Wait, is that what a bear...
It's a shove action. You're doing a shove action to push him off the cliff.
It's not an attack?
It's an opposed athletics check against their athletics or acrobatics, their choice.
Okay, I'm using inspiration for this.
Do it.
Okay, dexterity?
Athletics, strength
Crit.
from the bear.
So a strength check.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that we could do with advantage. Here we go.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
19! Ooh.
Oh, the
versus the Shambling Mound's opposed check, which is going to be a D20 plus 4. I'll roll it here in chat for dramatic effect. Oh, the Shambling Mound fails. You shove it right off the cliff. And it tumbles and falls with a splash into the water. And very clever. Very clever.
Good job, Grub.
All right.
You're a master tactician.
Is it just
Can we
down
see
there?
like into the river below? Is it like swimming? Does it look like
what
it's handling
happens
it
to
just
it?
fine? Or
If you catch up and look out over the ledge, you can see the Shambling Mound sort of desperately clawing for the side of the river.
Mhm.
And eventually, right near these rocks, it finds purchase on a tree and just pulls itself into the jungle and vanishes from sight.
Hey.
Seemingly gone.
If I'm standing where I am now, can I take a quick look around and see if there's more of them?
Yeah, give me a perception check to try and spot them. They do blend in, but you kind of scored your nature check when you were observing them. Let's see what you can find. Holy crap, another. That was the same one from before. Steven's 12 perception. You don't really see anything. Eidolon, give me a... Oh, no, that is your 20 perception check. I'm sorry. Yeah. You see no more Shambling Mounds. You're totally in the clear. Definitely.
Okay, we're good.
You can trust me.
So we have to bring our canoe down then?
Yeah, you can carry it down the little pathway. No problem.
Grub
I'm
turns.
gonna ask because this kind of looks interesting. What is this? I'm pinging it.
I'm trying to see where you're pinging.
That's what I'm sitting on top
like
of.
a cylindrical rod.
Oh, that is a log that has fallen down the mountain.
Grub
Okay.
turns back into Grub.
All right, Grub is Grub.
You see, Grub hit big plant Greenie, and Greenie flies zoom into the ocean, and then it goes away.
I mean, technically.
Yes, Grub, you are, as I said, quite the tactician.
Yes, Grub quite tact. Yeah, thanks.
After all, the
Looks really
supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting.
Dub step, dub. Just wanders off screaming dub.
All right. I think this is where we're going to call it for this week's session. We will continue the journey to Yuma next week, and we will see what happens. Then I'm going to excuse my hiccups. I am going to dole out some additional experience for everybody, or some experience for everyone. Why doesn't the entire party take home a whopping 1,112 points of experience for today's monster-filled session? You should all have started at 900 because you're at level 3. So that should bring you all to 2,012 experience. You only need 2,700 to get to level 4. So if you continue fighting things at this rate, you'll be level 4 in no time.
Poggers, dude.
But I do believe we'll have not all of our sessions be quite this combat heavy.
It's worth mentioning to as well that the next session is going to be on Destiny's channel.
Yes. Well, we're gonna do we should do shout outs for every channel too. So.
Yeah.
All right. So let's leave it here for the day. Welcome to the not the Legend of Yaka, the Empires of Arcadia. Legend of Yaka was the prequel to this show. And if you're interested in a prequel to the show, there is a 24-hour D&D marathon that was the warm-up to this, to like flesh out all the monsters and work out all the movement mechanics. So that is some additional viewing if you're interested. Ziz, it's your channel. You want to run the outros?
Awesome. Devin, where can people find more about you, more about your Twitch?
Hi, I'm Devin Nash, otherwise known as Grub. I hope you enjoyed the show. All of us worked really hard on bringing this to you, and especially Koibu, who built this entire world from the ground up for us. So if you like, I run a show every day about like gaming and industry news. It's a talk show. It's on twitch.tv/Devin Nash. It's just been an honor to be here. I hope you enjoyed the character. Thank you, guys.
And Trump, where can people find more about you?
I am at Trump SC. I play Hearthstone. Going to be playing it a good amount with the latest Halloween event stuff.
Nice. Destiny?
Destiny. You can find me at twitch.tv/Destiny, and I play a variety of games talking about politics, and I do D&D with Koibu and a couple things, and we might or might not have another episode tomorrow, depending on what's going on, but yeah.
Oh, nice. And Koibu, you did all of your shoutouts already, or?
Sure. I hate doing shoutouts.
Fair. Okay. So, yeah. And Devin is linking everybody's Twitch in chat. Awesome. Thank you so much. My name is Zizaran. You're already watching this on my channel. Next session is going to be on Destiny's. Same time next week. So that's 6 p.m. PST on the 17th?
Wednesday. The 16th.
17th. Depends where you are.
Next week at 6 p.m. we'll be on Destiny stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
16th
For episode
PST.
2.
We'll host it on all of our channels so you can help find it. Cool.
Awesome.
So I hope you guys like the campaign.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm probably going to continue with a little bit of PoE. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks.
Bye.
It's been a lot of fun gaming with you guys.
Thank you, guys. That was super fun.